I have returned. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Good morning. How you doing? Oh, let's make a fire. Goodness. Yeah, I made it after all. It's gonna be a short stream, but let's get cracking. Get some stuff done. Hope you guys are doing good. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing okay, having a good day so far, and everything is fine. Woo. Chop, chop. So, I have done some stuff off stream. There we go. Hello, you guys.
Cakez.
Good morning.
Make a good game
and I have a couple of questions.
The money will come to you.
And so yeah, guys, it will be true that I'll be gone after tomorrow for a week. Just to let you guys know. I'll be gone for a week starting on Friday. I won't stream on Friday, just so you guys know. Okay. Unfortunately, I know, it sucks. But it is how it is. This is basically birthday of my wife's dad in Albania. That's essentially why I'll be gone. Here we go. I think that looks like a rusty sword or like a wooden sword, right? That's kind of broken. Maybe we do that as well, or we'll even do that. That looks okay. That looks bad, I think. Oopsie.
Hello. Countdown to next bad take. 30 seconds.
Good morning. I think that's okay. Now, good stuff. Yeah. Hope you guys are doing good. Welcome, everyone. Good morning, good morning. I have been working, which is why I was late. I apologize. I try to not be late every day. It just doesn't work much, unfortunately. But we're still gonna have a good stream. Okay, we're still gonna get stuff done. Hope you'll have a great time off. Me too. I just checked, by the way, on the laptop for my work that I'll take with me. I can develop my game. It does run on the laptop. That means that it supports DirectX 11, which means I can get some progress on the game done in peace. And so that's awesome, because I think I'll be able to create a really good new demo version for you guys to play. And I'll probably just upload it to, not sure if I'll upload it to the playtest or turn the playtest off and then make a demo page after that. We'll see. Not sure yet. How many FPS on the laptop? 40 actually. So that's a good sign, which means I can still do some profiling there as well to test if I can push it to 60. Yeah, my old laptop, my very, very old laptop from like 2007 doesn't support 11. So let me see here. I'm gonna add that in really quickly. Assets. Item sword icon, yeah. So the Atlas offset, I did not supply that yet. That is 288 by 1232. There you go. Okay, cool. Now that should show up in the game instead of being white. Either it's empty now because I didn't upload the Atlas. Oh yeah, it shows up. Okay, so I have done some stuff yesterday This is a little bit broken here still. I need to figure out what that is. Hello, Neon Codes. Good morning. Admit it. Every one in here is dependent on Cakez like a drug. Will your company claim rights for the game since you will be developing on the property? No. No. It probably supports 9 or 10. Yeah, I think it will support 10. What engine do you use? Your own? Yeah, it's my own engine. But I don't recommend building your own engine. And so, yeah. So I did something yesterday that... Oh, wow. I didn't even think about... Oh, wow. Okay, I wanted to showcase something else, actually. Whoops. Okay, let's drop a couple more items. Lol. So essentially, what I did was I turned the... I gave units basic slots and weapons. And now they show up on top of units when you select them, which creates a couple of weird issues that we'll have to fix or figure out. Number one, I now duplicate the UI. It shows up here and it shows up here, which makes me think that this is obsolete, but it looks good. So it kind of looks obsolete now. This saves a lot of... Yeah, so all of this right here, the empty space will be gone. And it'll only show like the top part. But I'm still like developing it, right? I'm designing the UI. Because right now what's happening is this. Let's drop a couple chests. Does the other UI show the script? Not yet, but it will. Basically, what you can find is the base items for the unit. And when you find the base item for a unit, it shows up like this, right? You've seen this... Oh, no, whatever. I clicked on the wrong one. And then with the base items together, you can merge the items into new ones. So I have just gotten 2 bows and I could potentially put them together. Or, well, since this bow turns into a new one, I could essentially add this in and then it upgrades the bow to a new bow. And then that bow has new stats. And yeah, I can also exchange the bow. Basically swap out the item. Is too complicated? Hello Cakez, hello Kisskit, good morning. I don't think it's too complicated. Yeah, like I can't put it here. And if I put it on this, it'll replace the item. I watched ads in Spanish. Twitch, I speak Portuguese. Wasn't around for the item combining stuff and the UI looks pretty neat. I don't think it looks too complicated, but we do have some issues. So number one, there is no indication that this currently merges the 2 items. There's no indication that you can right-click the items. There's no indication that... Well, I guess it equips the item here and then it shows. I fixed that yesterday. I fixed that bug yesterday. What you talking about, man? Oh wait, maybe it was right-click that fixes it. Yeah. So that still needs to be fixed. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Let me see. Free item, blob sound, level, UI state, hot. Last frame is this. Hot this frame is this. I like that item UI over the changes. I like the item UI over the changes. Hello, I'm watching the stream in 160p just to add to the pixel art lore. Okay, Pulsar, if you're saying that this is too complicated, why? Anyways, so now it should... Why is it still... Why, bro? You're pissing me off, actually. Swap the item. It swaps the items here. Did it not build? Hot this frame up last frame? This is what's happening here. So why? I'm so tired. Like, what it's doing for one frame is this. You click on it. Oh, shit, of course. You click on the unit and then do this. I'm gonna do F9. So the first iteration, it goes here. Where is it? And then in the next iteration, it shows... Eh? Oh, I see. It shows this, which is correct, but then in the next iteration, after all of the items are gone, it turns this to red again. Or cause the button is hot, isn't it? I'm hovering with the mouse over the button. So the button was just hot. And so in the next frame it's gonna turn red, isn't it? No? Bro, you can't be serious. I have too many items. I don't know what it is. There's some bullshit, really. Yeah, it turns red for one frame. I don't know why. Line 37,000, yeah. This guy said that it's too complicated, but he doesn't have an explanation for why it's too complicated. So, yeah, so we do have a couple of issues. Number one is the... Well, I think this is fine here, exchanging the items like this. I think that's okay. Right. I think that's good. But... when I can merge an item, it needs to show up a bit better. And then also, what about the UI on the top right here? I feel like it's highlighting this weapon in a way. Yeah, like, so there are still some issues, and it is somewhat complicated, yes. The missing indication that the weapon from the inventory takes the slot of the old weapon confuses me. It looks like you're just discarding the current weapon. You sure? But it's animated. I mean, you understand when you right click this and you put it on here, it shows you that it's like it's literally doing an animation from here to here. You think that...
Damn, this is actually.
Are you sure about
good.
this?
Easily
Cakez.
a mixed review.
YouTube watch, what is
Mostly
this again?
positive.
What are you looking at here? TFT? Teamfight Tactics? Yeah, I know about that. And what is... Why are you linking me Teamfight Tactics? What, bro? Yeah, what? Why? I don't understand. What? No, this is just the trailer for Teamfight Tactics.
Am I so out of touch?
Oh, my man, Shrupto. How you doing, man? 32
Shrupto
months.
just
Crazy.
subscribed.
Hope
Less
you're doing
than
good.
3.
It's a song. Yeah, I'll get demonetized. I can't. Like, you'll get demonetized immediately, bro. Oh, bruh. Sad. Yeah, I can't. It probably is a good song, but I can't do it. I appreciate it, though. Very much. See, Galaxy Media, I'm starting to lose your name because you say Godot and Joya now. The new Witcher demo looks amazing. Oh yeah, I just finished. Like, I need to upload this really fast because it's about hype. I just finished the React from yesterday. I'm just gonna upload it really quickly.
Good game will sell nonetheless. The
Like,
money will come to you.
Yeah, I need to upload it to YouTube. Give me a sec here. Hopefully my stream doesn't lag
Thank
because of
you,
it, but it should be
66 for 5,000
fine.
bits.
Should be good here.
Just kidding.
There we go. Okay, so now it's uploading. Good stuff. You lost my name for sure. La Trome, no, I remember your name. I hope CD Projekt Red isn't lying like they did with Cyberpunk again. Yeah, we'll have to see, right? Obviously the game looks amazing, but you also have to program it in a way where it's not buggy. Right? See, like, the only thing that I don't like about Unreal Engine is the blurriness. Everything else is amazing. I love it. I gotta be honest. It is such a... It takes away so much work from someone that wants to do 3D games and makes it look really good if you want it. That it's great. But, and so many people have made really good games with it. Pal World, one of the bigger games, huge game, and then also Black Myth Wukong as well. It's TAA, you can turn it off, but it breaks a lot of effects. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah, we have watched a video on it. That's the reason why I don't like it. And I actually, like, I rewatched the video, the reaction that I did on it, and tried to understand all of the different effects that he was talking about, because he was spamming you with different words. Yeah, it looks like shit because of TAA if you don't use it, I know. I heard from my programmer today, he had a bunch of things that were broken in the engine. It looked like a couple of easy fixes. Boy, I was wrong. Yikes. And Shrubter, my man, I hope you're doing good, man. I hope your life is going well, bro, in your job. You seem to be doing good, man. I appreciate the big support, bro. I really do. You know, you're still subscribing even though you don't have much time to watch, bro. I really appreciate it, man. What a nice person. Yeah, this guy was a regular on the stream before he got his job. You know? Really awesome to see. Alright, let's see. What was I talking about? Unemployed viewers. Maybe he's back because the job is gone. No. He comes in here from time to time and subscribes. Alright guys, let's work on the game. Unfortunately, I do not have much time, so I want to work on the game. Let's see here. Hello Pyafy, good morning. Essentially, let's fix this, because that's annoying to me. It bothers me. And it's easy to fix too. If T item position linear T, but it still does the item, I think. So why would it draw the other ones here? Weird. Because it does the continue, doesn't it? Maybe because of the continue. Here. That might be the reason. And if I do not do the continue, we should be good. And then I'll do that here too. I'm not... Wait, no, not here. Maybe if I don't do the continue here, let's see if that still works. Retro Lizard, good morning. How can you navigate this monstrosity of a file? I work on this every day, so that's what you get familiar with this. So, yeah. Okay, so that makes it feel a lot better, and it should still work. Awesome. So now we definitely have this issue here that it shows up the crosses on the top right, indicating that they can't be merged together, which I should probably make it so that when I pick up an item, it doesn't show the crosses on the bottom right, because I can still merge them together, right? Good morning, Mr. Streamer. Good morning. Indent 2, yuck. Maybe you need to implement DAA as well to make your game look good. Yeah, sure. Can you swap out the equipment indefinitely? Yeah, as long as it doesn't create a new item, you can swap it out. And so, for example, let's make that for the defender. The defender currently doesn't have a default weapon, so I should probably sell. Oh, the sell button is gone. Give me a second. Where's the sell button? Oh, here. Probably didn't copy that. Hello, Tapir, my man. Good morning. I think I copied that sell button. Didn't I? No? Could you not swap out the strongest equipment according to where the enemies are on the map? I can do it anywhere. Like, I don't know exactly what you mean, but I can do like this. And this is an empty item. I can decide where I put. Yeah, this is also bad. I need to make the menu a bit smaller. But essentially, I can give items to any unit I want to. Since this is the same unit, like this, right? I think that's obvious. Do you still have to buy a weapon? And will we see the count for every item? Count? No, items do not stack here. Players will think it's bugged. Why? Because this is white? Yeah, this will not show up for players. Absolutely not. Is this your global inventory? Yeah. Hey, Codangry, good morning.
Collector's alt account.
Maybe making the item the character is holding expands or something when it changes would make it more obvious.
Stream. Please keep your functions shorter than 5 lines.
If you remove the item mid on a unit near the enemy spawn and you add it to a unit further away, would it be bad? No. Yeah, I mean, you could potentially do this. Like, you can never remove an item, you can only exchange it. So I can't go in here to this guy and take away the bow. That doesn't work. Okay? I cannot take it away. So let's go back. Give me a sec. Accessory trinket, new upgrade menu, item slots, TFT. There we go. Okay, now let me think. What did I want to do? Found items, hover, recipe, button is hot. We have selected an item.
Fuck Cakez.
And we are
Priority software basic.
Hovering over an item. Just as the cross duration. But it still does position equal, so why does it turn weird? Good morning, Cakez. Hey, Sephon, good morning, man. But then I exchange it to level 1 and I will have my backline max DPS again. Shouldn't you just lock item swap during waves? I don't think I should do that, to be honest. Cool border on the inventory menu. You like that, yeah? It worked even though it said disabled. No, Tapir, this is a welcome message and the guy is fooling people by pretending like it's a TTS message. He ask him if he can type another TTS message. It won't work. He's just fooling you. Will the inventory show the whole time? I'm gonna add a button so you can fold it up and down, and when you get a new item, the inventory is gonna appear again. Button to how do you call that, guys? Button to make the menu disappear. Show/hide item menu. Collapse. Yeah, collapse button. Exactly. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let me see. There's get recipe. First get recipe. Start slowly. Get recipe. So we do have a couple of issues. I can use the same item to generate a new item, but then I can no longer have a recipe. So for example, 2 longbows now turn into a thornwood bow, and 2 short bows would also turn into a thornwood bow. And the longbow and the short bow also turn into a thornwood bow. I'll show you what I mean. And now I made it so that the item sword turns into a wooden sword. So, and then let me go to the defender. Oh my god, defender. And then do hero.items on item slot weapon. I added item slots to heroes. Item sword. Now the hero by default uses the sword. Which looks like this. He has the sword does nothing. I'm gonna add 5 damage to the sword and give the defender 50 damage. He has 50 damage here. Then we do item sword. And I'm gonna add stat 5 physical damage. There we go. Now the defender does 55 damage with 1 hit. How is it 60? How is it 60, bro? Hey? It's 55, man. Oh, I know why. No. Apply items. Needs to remove. It applies the item twice, because it's also applying the weapon choices. Now it's 55. Yeah.
Am I so out of touch?
Yo,
No.
budget, Jim.
Jim just subscribed. Cakez 7MHM.
Appreciate it, bro. Okay, so now let's drop a couple of items. And you know what, guys? Give me 1 second, okay? I just want to make sure that this looks good. Let's take this weapon here. This is 6x22. Extract it out. Then we can make this look good. And I'll put it... I guess I'll put it... here. All I want to do is take this part here. I like
you
it.
have a good time, Cakez and chat Pepe Neil.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. This gotta be the
Collector's
weapon
Alt
here.
account just joined.
Glad to be back to my favorite Vulkan and Godot stream. Please keep your functions shorter than 5 lines.
Wait, I probably just want to do an outline like this. Right, let's make that. Oh, man.
Hi.
Yo, you guys, good morning, Mr. Collector. How you doing, brah? There you go. Damn, that looks thick. Gotta be honest, looks a bit odd, for sure. Let's just have it like this. Good. Okay, now, what is the size of this? 8 pixels? 6. 6 pixels, and then this is the resulting weapon. 6 pixels. We can make it... Actually, what we can do is we can make it 8 to give it a bit of a padding. Like that. Wait. Like this. Now that is 8, right? Yeah, 8 by 22. Excuse me. All right. Now, let's change the item sort in assets. It is now 8 by 22 and it is at the position 240 by 18. Okay, cool. Now, why did I do this? Because when I drop a chest... Why does it never do that? Bro. When I drop a chest, now it looks better, like an actual weapon. Okay, so these will be the base weapons that we can drop. And you can see here, if I drop an item that is not like properly done yet, it looks like this, which looks really bad, right? So can I please get some bows, man? I'm tired of getting these weapons here. Yeah, there we go. Give me some bows. Bro, this is ridiculous. Anyways, so we do get... And now what I can do is I can merge these together and turn them into wooden swords and give it to this guy. And the problem is that the same weapon turns into another weapon, if that makes sense. I'm gonna figure out why that doesn't work. And so right now, the issue is that I can't really have recipes. I can only take duplicates and turn them into another weapon with the recipe the way I designed the recipes. Can't believe it. Get recipe. Here. So this is the problem. I take a sword and I turn it into a wooden sword. And since I have 2 swords, it turns into a wooden sword. But the same is true for items. So for example, now I can say that the wooden sword turns into gladius. Okay? Now the problem is that I want this to be actual recipes with 2 different types of ingredients, not the same ingredient all the time. The same ingredient would be great. Now I have gladius, I could put it on this guy, right? And I could turn this into this, and if I want to, I could exchange it. And yes, you were right. If I have a unit here that is defending in this location, then I could potentially, you know, let's say he has the best weapon. Like, let's say this guy is the best equipped for this. I can give him a bad weapon and then take the weapon and put it on this guy if I want to. Now, maybe I should make it so that during the round, you cannot exchange items. I could lock the items while the wave is in progress, yeah. I think my main problem right now is how the recipes are designed and how I'm gonna do add a cooldown for replacing weapons. You mean like... I think that would be confusing. Items looking good, man. Thank you, Team Jape. I appreciate it. Can there be small tangerines? The tangerines can eat to buff them temporarily to restore health or grow in size. Maybe, but I think super cool. What I need to work on right now is first and foremost, I want to make the item system as simple as possible. And when you replace a weapon, I'll probably not give the old weapon the flyback to inventory, just make it pop there. I thought so too. But I think it looks cool. The cooldown is way better. What if I enable the setting keep waves spawning? True, you're right. A cooldown on this could be cool, but I'm not seeing the cooldown when I don't have the unit. Maybe I need to show the cooldown then. Here. Don't lock on wave. We need something to do. You didn't lock upgrades in the wave progress before. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Just make sure the weapon flies back fast. Yeah, sure. I can do this, right? I set it as a const. Cross duration. Wait, it's a cross duration. Wait a minute. It's lerping here. Oh, it's a Bezier over time. Frame time. What do I set this to? 0. And then it does plus frame time. I can multiply that by 2. Make it faster. Gray out the item back. Show a clock above it with cooldown. Countdown in seconds. For that unit. But if I don't have a unit selected, I can't gray it out because this guy might not be on cooldown. And if I get a cooldown on my web, I think that's making it tedious. If it's a global cooldown on all items, that sucks. 100%. It's faster now. Shit, I didn't want to do that. Fuck. I did this yesterday. It's actually quite funny, bro.
Demo out? Check. Mixed review? Check. Doesn't work on AMD? Check. Unbalanced game?
I like it a lot, man.
UI bugs?
Hello, Zakaza, good morning.
Yapping all day?
Cakez, you are the main warrior smart programmer, buddy. Oh, wow. Oasis. No, wait. Oziash, thank you. 50% playing with weapons, 50% coding, yeah. It's gonna be -9. Again, the problem I have is that I can't click this. That might be bad too. I can't hover this. I need to hover here. And from here to here is a very far distance to see the difference. And if I always make the menu spawn here, then that's also bad. Because I could put the menu at the bottom in the middle here. The items, right? But I feel like that sucks too. What are we going to show in the character tabs? Can we not have a baby tangerine there? No. That's a waste of space. Just for the record, how many flies are surrounding you right now? No flies. I took out the trash. That outline is much better for swapping. Which outline? This outline here, the green one. This one here. I mean, I can also do this. I just noticed. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't highlight that. It's drawing it on top. How are you still there? Took out the... Okay. I've watched the Witcher 4 demo, Nguyen, and I'm currently uploading my reaction to it because, yeah, with this type of stuff, you're gonna be fast. Otherwise, it's old news. Asmongold already had a video out late yesterday, but he's really fast. Should have done it yesterday already, but yeah. Uploading it right now, and I'm gonna put it public the moment it's uploaded. Will you have a preview of what item is getting created? For example, in TFT. Yeah, there is a preview. Like here, I'll show you. Let me drop a couple more chests. Get some more items here. Can I please get some more bows? Now I know why. This thing is just 10 times more likely than everything else. That's why. No, it's not. It's also 1,000 here. I need to work on these things here. 2,000. Holy. I will need to work on the distribution for these. Okay, now that should be better. Finally getting more bows. You can't be serious! Give me more bows! Oh, I even got this one. Cool. Bro, you cannot be serious. How many times? It's crazy. And now, what was I doing? Preview? Oh, yeah. So there is a preview, like... There should be a preview here. Yeah, I wanted to get 2 bows because we did that yesterday. Actually. Shit, it's behind. Bro, can you give me a bow? Sorry, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. Thank you. See, you gotta scream one time. I feel like there's something wrong with my distribution, man. It's impossible that I get so many swords. All right, so essentially it's not showing up the recipe, but it should. Let me test why. So we get the recipe, we have a selected item, and we are hovering another item, don't we? Yes, we do. Get recipe. Item none. Item bow with longbow. No, I'm hovering the bow. I'm not hovering a longbow. What the hell? What the hell? This is why I kept this from yesterday. L? Okay, yeah, okay. Very funny. 0 and 2. How is the hovered item a longbow? That's not true. Hey? So confused. It's not a longbow. It's a normal bow. Let me see. Hovered item ID. Okay. How is it hovering a longbow? When it says coordinates are 0 and 2. They are saying they love you. I see. All right, let's see. So what do we have here? X and Y. 0 and 2. Y times 3 index. Maybe the index is wrong because I need to do times 4. Yeah, I think the times 3 is wrong, bro. Right? Hovered index 6. 3 items on 6 is the longbow. But we are looking at the... It should be 8. Yeah. So it's gotta be 4 because I have 4 items in a row. It's not 3. 4 is right. It's not a gigabug, guys. It's not gonna be a blue screen. Can you guys stop? That's really toxic, you know, guys? Why don't you write some positive messages like, hey, Cakez, you can do it, man. I think you got something there. Ah, there it is. See? Like, it's gonna show this. It's gonna show the result here at the bottom. On top. And the same here. Was it not showing this? I did that before. Oh, I see. Because the wooden sword... I think that the problem is the following, guys. We have an issue. The problem is... that I want to save some iterations. This is the problem. That's the issue. I need to get rid of the item recipes. I will have a little bit more iterations, but what I can do now, or what I could do here is, for example, for the longbow, I can say that the longbow really impressed by how fast and good design you applied this random ass idea, Cakez. Chat gamedev. Oh, really? Really appreciate it. Man, that's a positive message. Man, this guy's glazing me hard. Holy goddamn. Oh my goodness. It's fine, Cakez. I'm sure the next game will be great.
Super K, you're just gonna wait, okay? I'm learning every day, and I'm gonna try my best to make this game as good as I can, okay?
Wow, this guy Cakez is the best programmer. I literally have a frame of him in my wall. On my wall. What a role model. Hey, Cakez, you can do it, man. Hey, best of friendo. I appreciate that, bro. Good name as well. Glazinator over here. True. Yeah. 100%. W stream. Oh, Warmeister. God damn. Hey. Oh, Wolfric. Long time no see, man. Hope you're doing good. W pro. Oh, mom. Good. Guys, you gotta stop. Against all boy. What a positive chat today. God damn. I didn't expect that. Weird? Nah. It's a W. It's a... I don't care if it says... No, it says W. You're wrong. This says W. So it is actually... They mean W.
Am I so out of
Weird,
touch?
okay. Oh, this guy subscribed too? Oh, man. I appreciate that.
Cakez 7L.
I appreciate it a lot, man. Thank you so much for the support. Hey, I thought I... Well, was it showing the recipes? Oh, I know why. No. Huh? Why is it not showing this? Why is it showing this? But not this. I unlocked the wooden sword, didn't I? Maybe I did not. Hey Cakez, I appreciate that besides the criticism you keep pushing. Your game is already cool, and with all the hard work you're putting in, I'm sure it'll pay off. God damn it. God damn it. Appreciate it, bro. Holy. And Hitman and Turtleneck, thank you guys for following. Well, I'm learning a lot of... you're gonna do... Do you really want to send this message pop-up for that? Ah, for what for? Oh, for cunt, I see. Let me see here. Why is it showing? Get recipe. Okay, wait. When I'm hovering over something else, it does the text when the recipe item. We have a hovered item and we get a recipe item. So why is that? I guess it's not unlocked. I see, so it's not unlocked. The wooden sword is not unlocked? Thought I added that in. When I create a recipe, when I merge them together, I unlock the item. Here. I click on... I have selected an item. I'm not hovering a hero. I'm selecting... Wait. Cancel? I'm not hovering over here. Cross plus. Wait, huh? Am I stupid? Wait. I'm confused right now. It's already gone here. It's gone here. Wait a minute. So I have selected an item and I'm hovering over something else. And then this is just deselecting it. I'm just gonna label that. Deselect item. I'm not hovering, but I click the primary. Huh? Clicked on ground. What? Oh wait, no. Wait. Huh? Ah yeah, this is it. It's up here. I'm hovering over a different button. Merge the two items. Ha! Here it is. And so then game state save state dot unlocked items on recipe item ID is true. And then I save the game. And then also further down below, 2. When I'm selecting a hero and I merge the two items as well. Here. And swapping items doesn't do anything. But then also, this is UI. I'm gonna call this UI merging items. And then putting items on the hero if we are not selected. Hovering over the hero here. It unlocks, but it doesn't save the game yet. I thought so. We need to save the game here too. So the moment I unlock a new item, I need to save the game immediately. And swapping items is fine. Okay, so now I fixed that. Now it should show up that properly, but I need a new weapon. Yeah. I need some more items. I need now I need a sword. Here. Now it shows this. A plus A equals B. Yeah, so what I need to do now though is build recipes that create interesting items and that allow me to mix and match a bit. So for example, what I would like to be able to do is I want to match this bow with this bow and maybe create the crossbow or a different type of bow that is still tier 1, but maybe I take the longbow and I add another bow to it. Gunblade. Like basically now I need to think about recipes, but I'll show you what the issue is, okay? Let me start a new map. And this is what I'm starting with. Reset all items. I have not unlocked any items yet, okay? I only have the base items available to me. So, what does that mean? If I drop a chest Okay, I have a gazillion chests here. I will only be able to drop the base items of the units that I have unlocked. So the sword or the bows. That's how I start. And then with these base components, I will be able to create more items. But I feel like I should not be able to combine a sword with a bow. Add a tooltip to show the item description when hovering over the item in the inventory. So I will. It literally takes 2 seconds. But right now it's more about the mechanics. Going by TFT design, you should be able to merge weapons with accessories. Accessories is fine. Thinking about that too. Getting only tier 1 items all game. No. Byte. You haven't listened to the full story. I'll show you. So this is how you start. This is the start. So you're gonna find a box, you'll find an additional bow. And you're like, okay, I found a bow, I add it to the unit, it creates a new bow. Now he has the longbow. Cool. Now the longbow shows a different stats. And if I want to, I can exchange this. Right, I can put the bow there. Where's that in the tutorial? The tutorial will be coded when I'm gone for a week, starting on Friday. I will make sure that this is polished. There's a tutorial for it, and I'll get all of that done. Right now, we're taking the building blocks, the idea, and we are turning it into something that works. And so right now, what we are doing is walking through the different types of problems that come up with any new feature that we need to solve in order to make it fun and engaging and not tedious. That's the most important part. The mechanic should not feel tedious and be confusing. It needs to be simple to understand and intuitive as well. That's what we're doing right now. Where is the stats of the combined item? Or when on hover. Yeah, see, that's part as well. That's something I'm thinking about as well. Where do I show the combined stats? I mean, it's a new item, right? And so that's gonna be exciting. The way I want to do that is do a pop-up. I'll show that in a second. I'm not gonna describe it. Maybe a Minecraft crafting system next. No. Didn't you mean to implement a merge screen? Yeah. Well... There are multiple ways to do this and they all need to make sense. When selecting between 2 items, you might want an indication that you can upgrade merge with something in your inventory already. Yes, I already have that. So this allows me to do that here. When do you think you will finish the game? Finish, I don't know, but I want to go into early access this year. Let's tackle this one at a time. I think what I should show... Can you explain your take on early access? Yay, nay. Well, it's one of those stupid Steam strategies that you can do just to try to milk the Steam algorithm. Basically, early access gives you a boost in visibility. If it works great, you put your game on minus 20% cost. On early access, that sends out an email to your wishlisters. Let's say you have gathered 10,000 wishlists. That email sent out to the 10,000 wishlists will be very helpful to bring in sales and to create traction to the game. Then Steam might pick up your game and put it into upcoming popular releases for early access. And then let's say you do that for the first year. Yeah, we'll see if they won't allow me. Let's not talk about this right now. We'll get to it when we get to it. And let's say you do early access for a year. And during that year, you also gain more wish lists, you do updates for the game, and you prepare for your 1.0 release, the actual release of the game. Now you can do a release, and when you actually release your game, it's going to send out another email to all your wishlisters again, because you did a big patch and you changed from early access to release, which is another wave of traction to your game. And now you can always do that with 20% or more, not cooldown, discount on your game. So let's say on early access you put it on minus 20%, then everyone that wishlisted your game gets an email, oh look, the game is now 20%, maybe you want to buy it. And then I don't know, 5 months in, you do another 20%. And then 6 months in, you do another 20%. 8 months in, another 20%. You send out emails every time. And then you go into a release, you have a big patch, huge promotion, maybe a video, trailer, something like that, right? And you simply changing from early access to release gives you another big push to the wish lists. And so basically, release and early access are both kind of like visibility rounds in a way. It's about visibility. But in all honesty, if you have a really good game, you do not need that so much, but it's mostly what everyone does. Early access can appear somewhere else then. I don't know exactly where it is, but you definitely get shown in the store, DGOT Live. It can appear on popular upcoming, but not on new and trending front page. Yeah, I mean, see, that, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Will you add the BOFA mechanic from TFT? What is that? Bind on first equipment? Acquire? What is that? I meant when opening a chest. You'd want to pick the weapon you can upgrade. Yeah, of course. Oh, you mean, I see, but that's something you learn. And so anyways, what I was saying, to go back to this, to the TFT item system. Merging two items shows you the preview, and now that I have gotten a new bow, I can now drop the bow. I got unlucky here. Let's make it so that I don't get unlucky. I'm so tired of this. I really am. Here, I can now get the bow. You see this? I think Iffy, it was you or someone else. Or a Byte UL, it was you. If I find a new recipe, it's going to show me the... I can now find the item, essentially. And so now I can drop this item directly. But obviously, I'm going to make it so that the base items drop more than the rare items, of course. It's gonna be a difference. Not very much, but definitely. And rare, really rare items gonna drop very, very rarely. So yeah, that's the idea. So you're slowly building yourself up to more and more items. And now this guy has a Thornwood bow that gives him a lot of damage, projectiles, and projectile speed. Really good bow. Now the big question is still, or the big problem is still that the recipes don't really feel... Oh, it's instant on select, I see. Is it possible? Yeah, you can play this game, but not this iteration. Exclamation mark game. Is there a way to know what the items in the inventory do? You mean stats? I guess I'll do the hover over them now. Fine. Let's see. Where can I find it? Exclamation mark game.
Hello.
Let me see. TFT items. Show me your array of IDs. Maybe you should also add some menu where you can view your discovered recipes and how to craft them. Yeah, decryptor, this is gonna be here. That's gonna be this menu. So for example, for the bow, for the thornwood bow, it's gonna show the recipe at the bottom here. And then also, maybe if I get to it, right now every monster can drop everything. I'm gonna do it like that. I'm going to add in which monsters drop the bow. If I add like monster specific drop rates. So yeah, that's gonna be there for sure. Let me see. When it's hot. Get a recipe if the button is hot and we just consumed the primary button, merging items. But what if it's just hot? Nothing? I guess we can just do the if hot. Upgrade tooltip. All right, so let's find the item. Oh, the item is here. Item.name. Is that a string ID or is that the character pointer? Of course. String ID. Name, then the description is a character pointer, item.description. Then the center, which is the top part actually, it's gonna be some hard-coded position for now. Let's say it is 160 by, I don't know, let's do 200. Upgrade costs. -1. There's no upgrade costs. Heading color is rarity colors on item.rarity. There we go. Okay, now we have the tooltip. For those of you who want to know what the items do, it'll look a bit weird. Yeah. Longbow. Thornwood bow. It's actually not that much to show now. So I'll figure out a way. Float height is weird YouTube video, Cakez. Where's the YouTube video? Juice mit Apfel drin. Hello there. Did I miss a message on YouTube? Are you circumcised? What does that mean? Circumcised. What is that? What does that mean? The tooltip height, item.name, item.description. I don't know what that means, you dummies, okay? Don't search it. Search it. Okay. Const vector 2, tooltip position. I should probably put it above, but then it's got to be in the same position always, right? So 160 look good, but world size dot y minus height minus 20 something. And then we'll put that at the tooltip position. And then we'll put the Diablo bar reloaded. 162, a couple more pixels to the right in the middle. And I'll probably make it so that the Diablo bar itself, yeah, it's much more, will harbor, give me a second.
What's your feedback on the rest when you check out the passive skill tree next week?
Welcome. Oh, cool. Hey! What is this with this game, man? Fuck you. That's hey! No! Please stop! Oh, good morning, Pikachu. Come on, man. This is so fucking dumb. It's about a friend bringing us to the airport, so we don't have to pay parking fees there. But I feel like, yeah, it's like, I don't think it's that much money to just park there. And you could always like park somewhere nearby and then just walk to the airport as well. I feel like these guys just making too much drama about it. Like what I would do, I just park somewhere. I'll find a place where I can park. I'll put the car there. Yeah, it's Dortmund Flughafen for like a week. But you could also like find a spot where you can park. Walking to airport? Yeah. Like I would do it like this, okay? I drive early enough. I bring my wife to the airport. She's gonna be safe there because her family is there already. Then I put the car somewhere away in like some area where residents live. And then if I have to, I'm just gonna jog to the airport. I feel like that's best. I feel like they make way too much drama out of this. It's so easy. That's what I would do. Like you don't have to always have someone bring you there. Official airport parking rates 1 week. Here the approximate cost for 7 days. For 7 days, yeah, 131 euros. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care about the walk, guys. I don't have an issue walking for 10 minutes to get the car. Who cares? Listen, literally, like that's a good walk, man. This is good for your health. People are getting fat, guys, is what I'm telling you. I have a friend, that's why the phone call just happened. The friend told me he can do it, but I feel bad about asking a friend. Yeah, or public transport, but it's really expensive to get it. It's like 40 euros just to get a ticket, a minimum, one way. And then now you need 2 ways, you need 2 tickets, it's 80. Because I don't have like one of those tickets that allow you to drive everywhere within a month. Honestly, spare some money. You should just walk from your house. Yeah! Okay, bro. With my baby too? Start walking now? I don't think I'm gonna make it, bro. Oh, you're so stupid. I would bring my wife to the airport. She takes the bags and the baby. Her family is already there because her brother needs to drive 2 times. They stay there with the bags, with everything. I take the empty car with just me inside. I drive somewhere that's like 10 minutes away and then I jog to the airport. I will get a good jog in, good workout in, and I'm getting to the airport for free. Where is the problem? Gonna miss the plane? They think you will run away? No, why would I run away? I'm gonna talk to my wife about this. I think that's best. I'll figure out a place where I could park the car. Because the issue is like this too. My friend not only has to bring us there, but he also has to pick us up. And we are more we are less dependent on someone else if I park the car somewhere nearby and it's always there. And so I don't have to wait for someone to pick us up. I can get the car immediately and we can drive when we get back. Why would they wait for 2 hours for me to turn up? That's dumb. That won't happen. I know a guy who can do it lightly. He's getting rendezvous from circumcision. But I bet he's calling his mom and asking if there's... You won't even understand when it's done. What is this guy talking about? Nice plan. Cakez to wife. Sorry, I missed the plane. Oh well, I have time to work on my game now. Yeah, sure. That's not gonna happen. Like, you guys are so... fearful. You're too fearful, guys. Maybe Abiv can drive you. Shut up. What were we working on? I feel like I'm stuck a little bit here with this problem. I think the color is making an issue. That it's red. Should probably not turn it red. These people camp the airport 2 hours before the flight, yeah? Rico will drive you. Okay, bro. What was I working on, guys? I literally forgot. Oh, the preview. Yeah, this is the preview now. I feel like what I should do is just align it a little bit more to the left. So 150. And then just have like a proper size minus 120. And then always have it show up there. Or just show it up on the mouse on top. Maybe it's just always there. Constantly. I think that's good. Maybe that's a bit high. The people in the residential area will call the cops because they think they're getting stalked. Ah, okay, guys. Yeah, Jerome will treat me. Okay. You guys, yeah, okay. I feel like it's a bit far down. I really like the system here because it's all in the middle of the thing. It's so far down to read this. The one thing I don't like about the items is that they're so down. Otherwise, I would... maybe I'll put them here. But then I can't really create good levels. Like this. I can put them here. The items and then show the description in the middle. Then have the user activated abilities here and the play button here. I don't like the items here. Honestly, guys. I just don't like it. Middle, I think middle would be better. And then only show 2 or 3 rows at most. Or maybe space the rows out a bit more, show more items, make it longer. So basically take 2 here, put them here. Maybe even like make it 8 by 8. Look, was this 4? Yeah,
Am
just
I
8,
so out
8.
of touch? No.
BenRail17 just subscribed.
Create a button to... No, that's
1
not
year,
about that.
baby.
Center the skill hut. Yeah, so basically the skill hut would be... The Diablo bar would include the items and the active abilities and the play button. Basically everything in the Diablo bar at the bottom. Merge it together. In Australia, they put parking signs. Yeah, I would have to test, like, I would have to Google parking areas around Dortmund Airport. I would have to Google that and see. That could work, but not sure. The problem I have with the items, guys, is that it's to the left. And it's not centered enough with the menu. I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. Okay? Watch. Center. Where's the center here? Here. By the way, why are there 2 centers? Oh, there's not. Okay. So we'll do world size. No, not why. When is the vacation? On Friday. I will not be streaming on Friday till Friday, but I might stream on the weekend. So now it's in the middle. I need to move it a little bit to the left. It is too, like, it does not look good. It needs to be a little bit more to the left, but let's do minus. This was before. Wait, 16 times 2. 32. 33, 34. Wait, no. 16. Wait, it's 16 but times 2, yeah? 16 times... Actually, it's just world size. I think. Dev Rose, thank you very much for following, man. That's too far down. Minus 2. Like that. And then the buttons. Speed options buttons. Button positions. Let's move this to the right. This button here is annoying. Move it to the right a bit. That is a bit better. So you can see why I want to do this. I'll show you. Center and then the is hot. We'll put this in world size. And then move everything a little bit further to the left because of the hero list. This list right here on the right is making this feel off center. Put everything a little bit from further to the left. So let's go to center here. It's gotta be like a minimum like minus 20 or something. By the way, it's starting to really bother me. This one here, it just takes center.x. That's gonna be better. There we go. So now it shows up the item here, but it could also show up the item preview somewhere else. Nah, I don't know about this though. Can you make the info to expand up instead of down? Sure, yeah, I can do that. Like that. It's a bit high, let's say minus 46. I think though that the problem is I really like it here, guys. I gotta be honest. I like that I have this. It's so disconnected. This entire thing is so disconnected. I just don't like it all. I do not like it at all, guys. Totally don't like it. God damn it. the menu here is obsolete, apart from upgrading abilities. The UI is a big issue with this, because it's confusing right now. It's complicated, but it's not complicated at all. I'm not doing a good job communicating how it works. I mean, you could just get rid of the items menu on top of the tangerine. You mean this one here? I can get rid of this and then just work with this one here instead. And so I could potentially just put it here. Maybe have it like this for now and eventually we'll figure out something. Yeah, but I can already see the issues, so I should probably just work on that now. Pretty much also keep the click. So get rid of this and then just show that, because now it's in the middle. Bro. I feel like this is useless now. Yeah. I like the menu under the top of the Tangy much better. It feels more connected to the playing area. Yeah, it does. You're right. But then this is useless. Which sucks. This is too useful. You like it? Yeah. Shit, I now upgraded a stupid bow again. I hate that. I need to play around with this a lot more. We've got something good going here with the items. I really like the progression system, and you know that I can now drop all of these different items. I just got this item, you know, really cool. But it's just a lot more work to do to get this into a, let's say, into a not juicy state, but into. I like that. This is cool. Now I upgrade it again. You don't need to play with it. That's literally what the playtest is for. Why don't you make it unfold directly on top of the item instead of having a separate list? Why don't you make it unfold directly on top of the item? Why don't you make it directly unfold on top of the item? What? God damn it, I don't understand that. What? Why don't you make it directly? Like hover over the item to get the list. List of what? In Godot, you could just check Godot UI and be there. Okay, bro. Sure. Midnighto, thank you very much for following. You could have a physical stash area on every map where items are. And no, it needs to be UI, because this is not a 3D game. I thought about that too, but that doesn't work. It will look weird. I know what you mean, but it will look... Well, I guess it could be possible. Would still look weird. I know what you mean. It might work. I would have to test it out. And then you drag those items on top of each other and you can only drag them on the tangerines, but it keeps the issue of this menu here. I feel like this is either this is redundant or this is redundant. The main problem is that the old UI became useless. Not everything, the stats are still important. This is important. The stats here. This is important. Hello there, all Mars. Good morning. And this is where I stopped yesterday too, because I was thinking about this a lot and I could not figure out a solution. I know there is a solution, a simple one too. I just haven't found one yet. I have not found one yet. And so basically I'm stuck at the moment. Split the stats into 2 rows. Cut the height by like 2/3. I don't know. I mean, I can put the stats in this menu here, but I feel like that's dumb. Because how would that menu grow? Do you scroll here as well? Don't like that a lot. I don't really like that. Maybe just leave it for now and continue with other features you want to do. But this is the core feature. I can't just leave it. I mean, it does work in a way, and it plays well too. I would need to add a couple more silver rats to test it out and make silver rats have a 100% chance to drop items. Then test it out how it plays. I mean, let's just do that for now. Maybe we'll notice something when we do it like this, right? Let's go home to the first map. Reset the game. There we go. And then code in a couple of rats to test it out. So, campsite. And hope you're doing good, Coffee Lava. Campsite. Oh my god! Campsite! Sorry, I apologize. Sorry. I literally typed it a gazillion times. I hate this. I hate the search function of Vim. It's so frustrating. Sorry. I need to make a new round. Round 3 is gonna spawn an item. So that's gonna be a couple of rats. We have a silver rat again. Maybe 1 goblin. Let's do 2 rats here. Bit more. Daily ID rage. I hate that so much. It is. God damn it! We do a couple more. And then we do a silver rat. And we spawn 1 at the end. 12. Wait a minute. 12, like 16 or something. I'll put 16 here and then we do 2.4. Let's do 1.6 and 1.6. Not too much. And then 0.8. There we go. 2 paths. Red silver. That's round 3, by the way, not 4. Not sure what I did there. And then this is round 4, where it spawns a couple goblins. Actually, how don't we spawn 2 goblins here? And then this is 8. Wait, this is gonna be 4. Huh? No, okay. And then obviously the maximum round for this is 4. That's the first map. Let's quickly do the second map, Crossroads. People are saying round 5 is too difficult. Fine, I'll add in this rat round, the big rat. I'll add that in as round 5. And then this is gonna be round 6. No, 5. Sorry. Apologize. Round 5 takes this. Bunch of rats and fast rats too. Oh, not bats. Enemy rat. Fast. And a couple more silver rats as well. Because I don't get enough silver rats on this. We'll start in round 1 with a silver rat. Maybe even 2. Time start 10. Actually, I need to spawn that a bit earlier. 8. Maybe that's a bit much, but we'll have to see. 1 silver rat. Another silver rat in the next round. That's 2 items we get. And then round 4 is gonna be a bunch of bats and 3 goblins. And then over here we add another silver rat. Maybe even 2. But I guess I will put some here. That's time start 50. Yeah. I'll put 2 silver rats. Spawn frequency of 4. And they start at like 8. Just some random stuff and good. And then obviously loot table. The silver rat has a 60 and 60 chance to drop tier 1 items. Basically, it always drops tier 1 items. Let's see how the first 2 levels play. You guys ready? 4 rounds. Let's begin. So this is basically the new item system in play. Let's see how that feels. He is not attacking.
Why is he not attacking? Why is that not attacking?
Why is he not attacking? Why is his range so low? What's going on? Hey? What the hell? What happened? What's going on? Huh? Can you maybe get the stats difference of the equipped inside the tooltip of the item? This way you don't have to click the Tangy every time. And you could also show the new item menu always on but really dim. Can you maybe get the... Maybe just leave it for now and continue. Can you maybe get the stat difference of the equipped item inside the tooltip of the item? Stat difference, or you mean for the unit? But when I don't have a unit selected, it's just gonna show me the item, right? Hey, why do I... Hey? I reset the game. Wait, that's so odd. What the hell? I'm confused. Let's delete these 2. His back is turned, he can't see them. Why is his attack range so low? Here, let's see. Attack radius. 40. Why? Get range. Weapon choices. Get weapon. Huh? So preview weapon doesn't happen. Hey, I don't understand that, bro. Oh man, like what's going on? What the hell? What am I doing wrong? I don't have a preview weapon. Huh? Get range. Huh? What the hell? Load. Come on. You want to load, bro? Okay, thank you. Get range. I did change this function. Weapon choices dot count is greater than 0. Only on a preview weapon, though. Huh? I'm so confused, man. God damn it. Oh, it was such a cool idea to test it now, bro. Huh? I don't understand. Wait, maybe it's cause oh, I know why. I know why. I remember. Update hero. I know why. Apply items. I'm pretty sure the weapon adds weapon length to attack range. Someone at the door? No. Lock that down! Does the default bow have a low range? No, I wasn't adding the range of the bow to the thing. Okay, thank goodness. It's back. Okay, it's back. We saved, boys. Let's finally do it. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Excuse me. That's what I want. Wait a minute. One last thing. It's a bit annoying, but it's okay. Item sort dot frame count is 2. Okay. Tangy attacks. He will attack now. Yes, sir, because he has a range. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it just works like before, but let's see how the game feels with this new item system, okay? We get a level up here. I'm gonna get this guy and then the shield orbs, and we'll get this. We'll get this. Right, and I might just do it like this, right, as well. Here. New upgrade menu. Upgrade menu size. Do we have a new upgrade menu? Yeah. Vector 2. Aha, 280. How much is the size of the menu? Definitely less than 200. Let's try 180. Minus 100? Oh, Dev Smudges, good morning. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Ooh, guys, look at the menu. It's so small now. Like your pee-pee. I'm that small. Holy. That is a small, tiny menu. What? Okay. Yeah. I made it smaller. Is better? It's definitely less, and we can make it less packed as well. I can Now I can stretch out the menu to make it less packed. I think that helps, especially with these two here at the top. It's a bit packed. Thank you very much for the raid, Mr. DevSpudges. I'm currently testing a new way to play the game, like a teamfight tactics type items system, where the items they drop new every round. Uh-oh. That round is too hard. I need to nerf that. Definitely too hard. Way too hard. Way too hard, yeah. Definitely. So I would need to nerf that, but let's see. So we do get two items here. I can decide which one to take. Let's say I take an item and I put it on this guy. Now he has a longbow. And it doesn't do anything because there's no chaining range. Oh, it does. It does work now. We'll see on the next one, right? This one is useless because it doesn't do anything. Let's go home. When the menu is opening, I think you have a bit too much juice. Scale pop. When the menu is opening, I think you have a bit too much juice. Scale pop. Oh, you mean this? You think it's too much scale? I think it's fine. No one talked about this yet. I'll think about it, but I think it's okay for now. All right, let's put this guy here, put this guy here, and then put this guy here too. I feel you want to drop more items. The problem in chest animation is the chest animation takes too long. No, I don't think it takes too long because you can skip it. I think it's okay, actually. I can skip it. And then I decide, oh, look at this. And then I'll put the item here. Bats. I have an item already and I can get 2 upgrades. From one drop, I can get 2 upgrades. Because I got a good item. Wow, I actually got 2 upgrades because of 1 item drop. It's not bad, actually. Hey? Like, this is way too easy now. Holy. Guys. I already have like the crazy item now. Look at this guy! I mean, it's so easy now. Holy. And I can spam even more. Even less brain dead. Good. Update. What do you mean less brain dead? Look at all of these items, guys. This stupid. Read again. Even less balanced. Good update. Or less balanced. No, I said that I need to balance this, of course. But look how fast I progress here. Guys. The rats are coming from there, from the water. Oh, oopsie. Goodness. See how nice it is not to think about the oranges? Yeah, but it's too easy. Like, I have 600 money. Like, the tower defense game is all about your currency management, man. That's what it is about, bro. Like, I play so much Kingdom Rush off stream when I have time. And it is all about that. Yes, it is. Well, it's just a test. It's all about... Oh my god. I'm tired of this. I'll give you 5 minutes. Bats moving on conveyor belt, bro. You need a little access way. Power scaling should not be that massive with items. Yeah, of course as well. I think the items drop too much too. But yeah, that's how it plays right now. If I were to implement it in a game, which is completely imbalanced, of course, right? Let's say I don't do any items. How does it feel? How does the game progress? The items scale crazy good. I'll keep the items there for now, but I'm not gonna do anything. Just buff the monsters, don't have the items. It's crazy how much this already does. This one item. Items gotta feel good, buff the enemies. I don't know, man. It's too easy, guys. It's way too easy. I get 3 items out of 2 drops. It's not about buffing one thing. It all should fit together numerically. Yeah, no. Yeah, I definitely dropped too many items. I agree with you guys. That's way too much. Base values are important too. Yeah. Just give up. It's not for you. Shut up, bitch. Don't tell me what to do. You guys think nothing is bad, but the game is not even out yet. People don't feel lost if they haven't played. They feel like losing. I get the upgrades too quickly. Hey, Mr. Farmer, good morning. Hope you're doing good, bro. Yeah, guys, I need to think about this on how to iterate on how to do it. I bet some of your players would lose the round even with these overpowered drops. Yeah, I mean that's possible, but bro, let's play this round here. See how that goes. This one's hard. You could change the prices to 175, 200, 250 or something like that. You mean on the abilities? The first abilities? You mean the towers? Or you mean like make them more expensive? Yeah, I can make the towers more expensive, of course. That's the first item. We get a ball. Give it to him. Uh-oh. Let's just see him. Still missing some of the item drops. But so far it's really easy. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. He's dead. But it's fine. Oh yeah, and he lost the items, of course, that he had. Oh, actually, he didn't have any items. Okay. When do I get another red? I'm getting destroyed out here. Uh-oh. There's another one. Oof. Oh, projectile count for the mage, but we'll get another bow. So far, 0 items dropped. Yeah, 0 items dropped because I only spawned like 2 or 3 rats. So not enough rats to give enough items. This is what I noticed too. I probably have to extend the levels so that the items don't drop too quickly. Oh god. Goodness. They block so much, it's insane, man. How? This guy's is crazy. If you don't want to go hardcore, you could have fixed the amount of each Tangy. I know what you mean, but I think that's terrible design, to be honest. Oh yeah. This is over! Is it? Huh? Yep, it's over. GG's. No, I didn't get to overpowered items. That's the thing. I didn't get to them because... Oh shit. Let's see. Okay. Hi, I wanted to say, is that making TD games where you lose towers is really hard because it's super annoying when it does. You feel like shit. I know. I'm making it feel like less shit since you are getting the items back when a tower dies. So you do get some return of your investment back. I got unfortunately unlucky with the melee weapon on this guy, but I guess it's fine. I'll get a healer next. Oh, the healer doesn't have a weapon. That's why she can't heal. I mean, hopefully she can still heal. Right? Good, she heals without a weapon. That's okay. I forgot to put a weapon on her. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh! Funny. Okay. Please don't tell me. God damn it, man. Yeah, I'm not dropping enough items in this level. 3 hits and Archer is dead? No, it's not 3 hits. It's more. And that's why you're supposed to have a healer and position properly. Really, I don't care what people say. I like the idea that you can heal. Like, this is the one part where I might do a mistake, but I just like that idea so much. So I don't want to change that. Not at all. Oh god. Come on! Get him! You can do it! Okay, good. Right? Got these blockers, bro. It's insane. Leaking? Yeah, I'm leaking. I know. Do we get another red? Oh, we get these guys now. Okay. Should be good though, because I do have quite a few air units now. Right? You can't be serious! Oh, stop! Stop! God damn, that's a lot. You like the weapon inventory too? It's good. Yeah, wave 9 is crazy. I'm not testing that, you dummy. I know wave 9 is bad. See you later. Okay, I get rage baited too quickly right now because I'm struggling with the implementation of this, which I think it's a good idea, but the implementation is hard. Or it's not obvious for me of what. No, this guy was making fun of me saying fun. Okay, I know what he's trying to do. It was a rage bait. Okay. I'm tired of it, okay? I'm testing the game right now, bro. Don't make fun of me. Don't have time for that right now. I like the drag and drop from there. Yeah, me too. I like the drag and drop too. It's cool. But we have to think about this menu as well. Yeah. I know that I need to ramp up the... Guys, I'm aware of this. I have written all of this down. I'm just testing how it feels in a difficult level. Without changing the level, but changing the... how it works. Well, changing how it works. So, for example, I do not drop enough items to give to the player in this, right? With this new... With the new way of doing things... Oh, no, 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 no. I need the item. I'm not dropping enough of these items, but I really like the... Like, this is really cool. Right? Equipping the items with drag and drop like that, that's awesome. I think that's a really cool feature that I added in, and it's making it easier for the player to understand, oh, I got an item, cool, let me equip that. Giving items directly is really cool. And so the idea of this is there. Now we just need to implement... I think this menu, unfortunately, this is obsolete. Guys, this is useless. Because it's already here. So this doesn't make any sense, even though it looks cool. And then about the stats, I don't know, maybe we can make it so that the stats can fill the bottom here and are scrollable. And it shows the first, I don't know. It shows the first important stats in like a double row. Isn't it enough to keep it if it looks cool? Yeah, well, you don't want to repeat yourself too much. Like, it's quite cluttered too. Radius still makes sense. The radius, of course, the radius, I keep the radius. That's important for sure. But we already have the... We already have like the animation or and the whole menu could be around the tangent. Not sure if that would be any good, but it would be possible. I thought about this too, super cool, but where do I put the stats? When I select this guy and I put this in here, all of this can be there. Where do I put the stats and what about the abilities? Upgrading the abilities. No, but you say... No, like, you mean... Wait. Maybe I misunderstand. But I would remove this menu. I would remove this entire menu and just put it all in here. Do we have to show the stats? Yeah. It is interesting to see what it increases. Some info icon box you could click to open a stats panel. So what you're saying is I can put like I can put this exclamation mark here somewhere close to the tangerine. I'm not sure where yet. And then it'll show the stats like in a list on the left or on the right here. And then I don't need to put ranger. And what about the kills and the level? What about those? Do I put them right next to each other here? Sounds bad right now is okay. Maybe a bit much. Yeah, I know. The kills and the XP should be gone then. Or I put the kills and the XP in the stats menu, in the information menu. I could also put them in a skill tree here, but I feel like that's a bit overkill. I mean, I have the stats here too. Top right on the ring icon, the exclamation mark. Why don't you keep the inventory over the Tangy? Just when you're dragging an item and hover over. You mean like I hover over an item here and then it shows me the inventory? I thought about that too, yeah. Like it fades in the inventory and shows the items. And then what it will replace, yeah. I will do that for sure. I'll add this in like exactly the way you said it. So hovering with an item over Tangy, over hero. Fade in items. Okay, that's easy, right? We can do that. It fades in the items. But what about this menu? And how do I upgrade abilities too? I would not want to see the detailed inventory every time, only if I ask. I mean, I can turn that into an option too, right? Can also be an option. That's on by default. Add hot chicks and your target audience will increase by 10. What are you trying to fix? This guy's suggesting something completely unrelated. What if the Tangies start walking away from the battle because they get hungry? And you have to manually feed each one of them with pellets every 5 seconds so they stay and fight. Yeah, sure, man. Let's do that, bro. Good idea. 5 seconds? Why don't we make it 2 seconds, man? Make a clicker game. Hunger Games. Guys, it's called Hunger Games then. What if you didn't log in daily? They starve to death like Tamagotchis and you have to clean and rub them as well so they don't debuff? Okay, bro. The kills in the level may just be redundant in the level. Could just leave it in the camp. You could only show the changing stats on the item on drag and drop. Something like sword icon, sword icon. The only thing, guys, that I don't like is the abilities. Like, let's say we don't have any abilities on the towers, right? This system would be so easy to implement. I would completely remove this panel and only work here. And if I want to sell a unit, I put like a $sign here somewhere to sell it. Much like in Kingdom Rush. And I could even make it so that, like, I put the weapon here a little bit further down. I put the armor part here. I put the ring at the bottom. And I put the shield there or something. Or I I put it differently in a way. So Cakez, it's a good idea to think about. Instead of the Tangy losing health, they get hungry and they retire. Why not just limit to upgrading abilities in the camp? The problem, or the reason why I don't want to do that, is because the abilities get so powerful that if you start with a Tangerine that has full abilities, it is overpowered. And on top of that, I could only have 4 abilities on the skill tree, that's it. And the moment I have unlocked all of the abilities, there's no reason to gain gold anymore. Different abilities per Tangerine is fun. Yeah, I think so too. The thing is though that right now we have 2 disconnected menus. We have a menu here. And we have a menu here. And then we have a redundant menu, let's say here. I have never dragged an item to the menu, but I've always dragged an item to a Tangerine on the map. So this is how I'm going to upgrade my units. Definitely. This is how this is gonna work. The problem is this menu right here feels redundant, but it has a reason to stay because of the abilities. But if I put the abilities on this menu here, let's say the radial menu, it becomes too large. It's too much. I think the disconnect menu is fine. I don't know. Just make it 2 rows of 4. It's perfect. I think it's a bit much. That's why too much info to show on screen. To separate the menu on the right makes sense. It is cleaner ammo. So what you're saying is this makes sense here to have this menu. It's not feature creep, bro. We're trying to make a system function. And we're trying to make it so that the player can easily understand it. It's important. What if you can teach enemies with tiny tangerines? The tangerines can train and summon them in battle. So I've been thinking about this yesterday a lot, and I still don't have a solution. But for now, it does function very well, in my opinion. Cakez, another idea. When you give a ball to a defender, make it archer tangy. Oh. No, I want to have different types of units, man. Like, this is scope creep. So non-binary tangerine. No. I want to have different types. I think trying to fit it around the tangerine makes it harder to read, and it overlaps with the tangerines a little level, so it is just harder to read than a separate menu with a background. It's a totally different path, but a cool idea. Yeah, it's a totally different path. I don't want to go down that path. I really like the idea of items dropping into this chest or into this menu here. I really like that. I think it's a good change. But it does create issues. Because it wasn't designed like that. And we are going into uncharted territory here, because no one has ever done this before, and so all we can do is think about different ways to solve it. Test out different ways. What if before you can place tangies, as the player has to walk around some kind of overworld and catch the different tangies in the ball first? Vlogger guy, I appreciate the following, bro. Thank you very much for joining, my man. So many good ideas. Yeah, let's make Pokemon. Maybe there could be a bin to sell items. And what? Oh, you mean sell items to... That's a good idea. Selling items to... open up space, right? That would solve the issue of the inventory here. You need to sell items or you need to make room. Bin to sell items. Yeah, good idea. Chest won't open if you don't sell. There you go. First, you need to plant a seed. Then you have 3 rounds to take care of it. Water it, protect it from bugs and rats using your hands. And make sure it grows strong. During those 3 rounds, you can only visit your friend's map to help them grow their own oranges. You can visit your friend's map. After 3 rounds, the battle phase begins. Defend your tree against waves of enemies and bosses. Once bosses are defeated, you unlock Seed Mutation, allowing you to grow even better and powerful oranges. What if happens you get an item and the chest is full? No, you can't open the chest, and therefore you cannot get an item. The only way to get items is to either exchange them, which does not increase the space. And the only other way is to drop a chest. And when you click on a chest, I'll put a warning here in red saying inventory full. And then I'm gonna have a sell button on these that allows me to sell them. And I can drag them onto the sell area to sell them. And I could make money that way, which helps with meta progression. But all of this is easy to do, like, because these are simple solutions. Sell them to destroy. No, not destroy, sell. Create value from what you got. To apples. Sell them to the Apple faction. God damn it, man. I don't know what to do with this menu in conjunction with this, because I love this idea, man. It's so awesome to put items on units like this. It's so fun. And let's say the menu shows up. It's so cool. But I don't know, I've been thinking about this yesterday evening for such a long time. I don't know a solution. I'm trying and thinking, but I don't get a good solution in my brain. Remove the menu. No one looks at these numbers anyway. It's Gen Z. But I still need to upgrade abilities, bro. Let's say I remove this menu. Fine, right? Let's say we get rid of the stats, which I don't know why you would do that, but let's say we do this, right? For now. How do I upgrade abilities? It is fun because it's good, not because it's new. Firefly. It feels good and intuitive to use. That's why it's fun, not because it's new. I've done many new things that don't feel fun at all. This is a fun system that needs to be implemented better. And it completely removes the confusion from chests. Bring back the other ability menu around the Tangy. I thought about that, Shade 11, but it's confusing. Show upgrade abilities when not dragging an item. I mean, when I click here, I can show upgradable abilities. It's so much to show. Why do you need to upgrade? Let your different item combos give you different skills. Cause tower defense games are all about upgrades, bro. The upgrades are what makes it fun. It's like, okay, so now I want to go for split arrow together with items that give me projectiles. And then I can turn the additional projectiles using explosive arrow into chains and then explode the entire screen. Like, I want to create combinations. And you can only generate these combinations by giving the player some agency over what they are doing. So, for example, one of the best examples, or like a typical example, is Kingdom Rush as well, where in Kingdom Rush I can decide to go for the Ranger hideout because I want the poison root. For those of you who played Kingdom Rush, the Ranger hideout has an ability that allows you to root all enemies around itself for a couple of seconds and deal poison damage to them while they're rooted. And that ability is very strong against non-armored enemies because it roots them in place and deals a very high amount of damage. And so the Ranger hideout in general is very good against rushing enemies and stopping them from progressing. And then in contrast to that, the, I guess, Marksman hideout, which is an upgrade from the Ranger hideout, allows you to deal very high physical damage to strong enemies and maybe even one-shot them. So there could be a very strong, let's say, brute here, this guy, that you can almost one-shot with the other hideout, but they have very low attack range. Not attack range, attack rate. So they attack very slowly, which means they are not that good against masses of enemies, but they're really strong against strong enemy types. And so these types of upgrades are what... Okay, you need a break. That's a bit long. You can guys, you can unban him. I can time him out for a little less. It was 18. Sorry, I'm sorry, Pi-Fi, it's a bit long. But essentially... The act of going for an upgrade is the fun part. Trying out different upgrades is the fun part. And when I remove it from this game, because there's nothing more to upgrade or spend money on, what am I doing? AQ, I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. You even banned him for me again. Thank you very much. And so that's what I'm like trying to go for here. And so if I remove upgrading abilities, choosing different abilities, then what is left to upgrade? Nothing. The only thing that you could do is put different items on the tangerines, but the abilities are already there. That's boring. There's a reason why I added different types of abilities to the units, but maybe it just doesn't work together, man. I don't know. Nature, thank you very much for following. Will the bats get animated? Yeah, they will, but that's like so far down the list because gameplay is more important. Items give you the abilities. The problem is I do not spend any money on items. Money is useless. I can position my units everywhere as well. There's no thought process, guys. It's just mindless. The reason why is because I'm not making a traditional TD game. And so I am failing at making a good TD game because I'm breaking the rules of TD games. We are getting closer at a good game, but we still have a lot of issues to work through. One is probably fixed positions, or we don't do fixed positions, but I need to create enemies that counter my dev balling, the dev balls, which is, I don't know if it's possible. Maybe infuse items with abilities themselves. No, it's too much. It's too complicated. You gotta clean up your skills a bit now. No, I need to clean up the entire system. Hello, Haskars, man. Hope you're doing good, bro. I think my system is too complicated. The system itself is the problem. Maybe I'm projecting, but it feels like... Yeah, currently it just doesn't match together very well. And I only upgrade... I like the items. Don't get me wrong. I like finding the items and putting them on the units. That feels exciting. If I play through the game and I get good items, it feels good. That's awesome. It ramps up a bit too quickly. The recipes are too easy. That's true. But otherwise, it does feel good. So that's nice. But now the abilities, they don't really fit. Ah, man. I think it's better this way, how you find items. Economy is important. Economy is very important in tower defense games. Yes, exactly. I'm telling you guys. We need, like, there needs to be an incentive to get money. And we need to create that incentive. Maybe we should get some inspiration from Relic Guardians. Relic Guardians is Kingdom Rush, essentially. I don't see anything new in there that is not in Kingdom Rush already. Yeah, now I could be wrong. And I am not saying the game is bad in any way. I think it's really good. But what is there different than Kingdom Rush? And I play Kingdom Rush a lot. It's one of my go-to tower defense games because I'm a person that... I know they have 15, 17k wish lists. I know that. We're talking about this game, by the way, guys. Let me show you. And thank you guys for linking me tower defense games. I really appreciate it. You know, there's another tower defense game here, BioGuard Pharma. I really appreciate you linking that, man. This is the Relic Guardians game that we're talking about. And this does look really good. Not gonna lie, like the effects are awesome. There's a lot to learn that I can learn a lot from this game, especially pixel art wise. And you can see here. No, make it bigger. Or like that, I guess. You can see here placement positions for towers. Why? Because it is strategic. It is important that these exist, because then you need to think where to place your towers. And why is that important too? Where is it? Did I miss it? Bro, where's the screenshot? Is it here though? Wait, sorry. Here. It is important that the UI doesn't overlap. And how do you manage to do that? Well, you create slots where the UI can't overlap easily. Well, here maybe a bit. That would be annoying, right? But in general, it's not that easy to overlap the UI. But for me, it is much easier to have overlapping UI because I can place units everywhere, right? I could even place one even closer. Then I have this. That's difficult, right? But long story short, this is Kingdom Rush, and the game does look amazing. Totally, I totally agree with this. But it's Kingdom Rush, and Kingdom Rush has the same mechanics as this game. Same upgrade system here, maybe a little bit more. Then you have, I guess these are different heroes. It looks exactly the same as in Kingdom Rush. So, not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, okay? Please don't get me wrong here. But yeah. Maybe more options than Kingdom Rush gives you? And pixel art style, of course. But yeah. This is Relic Guardians. And what made me realize that we have Relic Guardians demo here. We could even play that. And I'll probably play that when I get back from vacation. But SteamDB, I was looking at this. They are doing okay. Like, they had a really strong start at the beginning. 500 people playing. I don't know how they did that. There's gotta be some advertisement going on. But I look at the recent stuff here. I look at this. I look at the how do you call that? Peak? Opposite? What is it? Tal in English? What is this? The peak and the opposite of peak. I'm looking at the opposite of peak to see how well the game performs. And I mean, I'm not saying that I'm as good as these guys, but I've also gotten, well, it's difficult, like weak. Right, I'm also almost the same player base, at least when it's the opposite of peak. I don't know what that means. It's gonna fizzle out a lot more for me too, but there's definitely, what I'm trying to say here, there's a shared interest. They have more peaks here, but I mean, we could do that as well, like get rid of this and then look at only the, oh, Valley, it's called Valley. And you can see here, they have more than me for sure. But it's Kingdom Rush, right? Anyways, way too long, spent way too much time on this. Valley, yeah, sorry, Valley is Tal in English, yeah, through Valley. I look at the valleys, not the peaks. They have a character that you can control, like a balloons, heroes. There could be some UI inspiration for you. Also, I have looked at they're using 960 with a linear interpolation visible when it's not multiple of that resolution. I think the linear interpolation is the like the mix, right? Where it does true pixel art and then the edges are linear interpolated, right? The one that Handmade Hero talks about. I want to do that too, especially for font. But yeah, anyways, so I'm gonna play the game, but I don't see a reason to play the game, let's say right now. Because I have a very much different problem to fix than these guys have. And I've played a lot of Kingdom Rush to know how the game in general functions. And yeah. Maybe for spending currency you could add special spots on the map. Yeah, but this is not... The special spots on the map is not something that will increase the general gameplay loop. It would extend the gameplay loop, but not be part of it. It would be an extension. And the core gameplay loop is place towers, farm money, upgrade towers. Economy, stuff like that. And strategy, of course. Someone said this, I think you got too many systems anyway. Skill tree, items, recipes, heroes, maps, enemies, healing, and more. You're ever going to cut short on the mechanics, or at least publish the game with a subset of these features? Removing a mechanic... Like which mechanic? I can remove the entire skill tree, let's say. But it's one of the best things in the game. It's one of the most fun things in the game. Now I just have a generic kind of auto battler where you drop items, and it would make the game simpler for sure. Just removing the entire skill tree. And then the items determine what your units do. True. And then units gain in power, and as they gain in power, they gain abilities as well. Automatically. And then maybe have a ginormous skill tree or meta progression for units to give them powerful full stuff. But the problem will then be as well, I don't have any money. I don't earn any money. Other than placing units, there's nothing else I can do. Upgrading units is, or upgrading items is just finding items, right? There's no currency involved at all. The only currency that you spend is placing units. That's it. Why not make an inverted TD where you are the units getting past towers? Yeah, that's been done before. But I'm not gonna change my entire game now. Upgrading is a classic way to spend money, yeah. And so, like, removing that from a TD... Yeah, you already are? No, I'm not playing the enemies. I'm playing the heroes. Shut up. That's not true. Let's not get into a discussion that's completely unrelated. Please. Sorry. I'm a bit on edge because I feel like I'm close, but it's difficult. I feel like I'm really close to something. But it's hard, man. Game development is hard, guys. Goodness. The goblins are chilling? No, they are... Whatever, like, I don't have time for this. 5 minutes. You know what I'm doing. I'm freeing the tangerines from the goblins. Keep the discussion to the point, bro. You need some meta progression. If anything goes... then it's the Vampire Survivors meta upgrades rather than the skill tree. If anything goes, then it's the Vampire Survivors meta upgrades rather than the skill tree. Can you phrase that differently, AQ? Sorry, today I'm just dumb. I don't understand sentences. If anything goes away, I see. Oh, you mean that instead of the meta progression, like Vampire Survivors, just keep the skill tree, but remove the other meta progression? Do you think a game design document is necessary for a one-guy game? I wouldn't really call it a game design document, but I would write down something like this. Let me see. Here. Maybe I don't have it anymore. Let me try to find one. To-do list. I mean, that's too simple. Feedback. Tower defense. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't do like an entire game design document, but I would write down key points to follow. So that like the game makes sense first before you start. I didn't know how to do that properly before, but I would do this. Like things that you want and how it will all fit together. Something like try to write it down in a way where it doesn't take too long, but it still makes sense. Items for stats, skill. But again, you could write down something here, then you implement it and it doesn't work. That is very likely to happen because that happens to the best game developers out there. I'm always fascinated by AAA RPGs, like how they program the story elements and progression. Do you have any idea? To be honest, no. I will get to it when I make my own RPG game. I would pick like a base game that I like and then try to emulate that. And about the story, coming up with an interesting story is difficult, and they pay writers. Yeah, they have writers in their team that do good stories. Like for example, the story about the Baron in Witcher 3 is one of the best stories I've ever. Actually, I think it's the best story I've played in a video game ever. Like the Baron is an alcoholic and he hit his wife and they ran away. It's like basically the premise. I'm not gonna say more because it's spoilers, but yeah, it's a really, really good story. And it doesn't... The reason why it's such a good story is not because the Baron is portrayed as like this evil person, but it's more dimensional. So it makes you understand the Baron's side of things. And so it basically shows that even an alcoholic who hit his wife, which is like a terrible person, right? Terrible. You can feel sympathy for that person. And so that's why it's such a good story. Anyways, yeah, but yeah. I could talk on and on and on, but yeah. It's really difficult to write such a good story.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Trumple 1000
My
just
man.
subscribed.
Thank you.
Hey at Cakez 77.
My man.
I hope you are doing well.
Thank you very
Next
much.
month I should be able to play
Awesome.
your game Cakez 7 Dance.
Ah, man. I'll try to get it as good as possible till then. I really appreciate the support, bro. I really do. Hope you're having a good time, man. Hope you're doing good. Healthy, stuff like that. My man, thank you very much. Trump has been supporting me like from the shadows. Like crazy. It's the reason why I can stream even. Thank you very much, man. Trumpel, not Trump. You dummies. Design document never worked out for me. No, it like when you are inexperienced and you're making like a new type of game that's not been done before, you can design all you want because you need to test it out. And so that's what we're doing here. We're testing out a system that, well, it is fun. Like this is fun, right? This act of upgrading the items on units, that's cool. Swapping items like that feels very engaging. Now we just gotta mix and merge it with the abilities and upgrades. We need upgrades. Spending money on upgrades, not just placing units. You know? Upgrade what? The towers. Hello, greetings from Nigeria. Hello there, my man. Good morning. How you doing, man? Look at the items in mobiles. No, like I can make a gazillion cool items. It's not about that. It's about how I apply the upgrades and it fits in with the currency, the cost of towers, and training abilities on units. Because one of the big problems of the game is the following. I have an upgrade available in a skill tree. I train an ability. I go back out of the skill tree and it looks like the unit now has the explosive arrow upgraded on them. Why is this bad? No, why is this bad? It's confusing for the player because the player thinks that now the ranger uses this ability. But that's not true. They have to buy it first. That is confusing. 1. Same thing with items. We drop a chest, we find an item. I've made it better. You find an item, it is now added to the inventory and you can add it to a unit. That's been made better. Before, what you would have to do is click on the unit and purchase the item, even though you just found one in the chest. That is confusing. And that is the biggest confusing factor of my game. And so, since upgrades are such an integral part of tower defense games, and I'm doing something completely weird with the skill tree and finding chests and items, I need to find a way to make that more intuitive to the player, less confusing, and communicate that as good as possible. And of course fun. I can't make it too easy, I can't make it too difficult. And so what we are doing right now is we are brainstorming how this can fit together. Maybe you need a shop for skills that you can buy a little box in the items. Once you buy them, they appear on the hero. I think it's because you show a single tangerine in a skill tree, making it feel like it's one unit. You could try showing the multiple tangies in the same type with different items in the skill tree. That makes it feel more like a type of tangy, not a single one. I see what you mean. Maybe I just have to remove the skill tree from the map, but that sucks too. And then the reward for winning a map is gaining experience points. And then the skills can be bought offline, outside of the map, and you're just fiddling around with the items and you're choosing which abilities to upgrade on the units. And so you cannot open the skill tree in map. But I like it, man. I gotta say, being able to purchase this here and then training it immediately is cool. I like that. So, yeah, and I have these issues because I don't follow the traditional way of making a tower defense game. So, like, everything I'm doing is somewhat, like, completely, yeah. Should only be able to review it, read only. When the wave has ended and the next wave is paused, make it more clear. I find myself switching often to realize I accidentally start a new wave. Cakez. That will be changed. I might change it to Kingdom Rush. And so you can never pause the game. The game will never stop running. It will never be a preparation phase, but it will always keep going. It will be timed until the next round starts. You can start it early, just like in Kingdom Rush, gain more money. I'm thinking about that, but that's far down the road. The most important part right now is the upgrade system. That is the like the #1 priority. I found a good upgrade system with, you know, the items. This is really cool. I like that a lot. This feels good. I need to go to the bathroom really quickly. Give me a sec. I drank a potion actually. I fucking drank a potion!
I fucking pressed the fucking button! I drank a fucking potion! And it didn't do shit!
What is run drive doing? Can close it. Oh my god. It's off. Directory to that. No, direction to this. And that worked.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what a day, man. What a fucking day. Oh my god. I just can't anymore. Oh my god, and the me and engines, man. The fucking UI rotates even here. What?
Weapon at risk! JK! Hey! What? How? Yep. Shit, what do I do? Can you blame Cakez? He can't read. Missing in my good comment. What is it? Can I close the door? No, good not comment, this way! Yes. Just make abilities droppable as well. Not this way. Then what? Where do I spend my currency on? No way, that's the problem. Bro. It's a tower defense game. Need to spend my currency somehow. That's the issue, man. I had abilities droppable before, guys. I tested that out. Didn't work. That's the issue. That didn't work because it was too easy. I didn't have to spend any money. Because everything was just droppable. And now it's all related to luck. There's no economy involved at all. It's boring. I did that before. God damn it, man. I like this system, but it's... I don't see upgrade purchase confusing, only at the beginning. Yeah, I mean, that is true. I can create a tutorial for that, right? I can say, tutorial for this. You have to purchase it. But let's say I keep it this way, which is fine, right? I can keep it this way. I can decide which skills to train on the unit. Maybe even outside the map, but let's say we keep it inside the map. That's fine. Is units and skills not enough? Bloons does not have more. Bloons has 3 upgrade paths that you can go to, and you spend a lot of money on upgrading. So on Bloons, for each unit, you can go 4. Well, you can go 5, and then plus 2 is 7 upgrades. If it's the first time, the second unit is 4 plus 2, 6. For me, it's 4 upgrades. Let's do Kingdom Rush. Kingdom Rush allows you to do 2 basic upgrades. Then the third upgrade... Wait, actually... Let me start Kingdom Rush. It's either 3 or 4. Yeah, let's play. Oh my god. I will create a tutorial. Shut up, bitch. God, this guy's annoying. I'm not gonna create a tutorial for a system that changes. I almost created a tutorial for the item system I had before. Now that would have been wasted time. I will create a tutorial for the next demo. It will be in there. I told you that 10 times. Since this guy's trying to rage bait me, let's do a map that I can't beat. I can't beat this map. It's too difficult. So you have... Let's say this is placing the tower. 1, 2. And now you decide between the different paths that you go to. Physical damage, very high. Low target count. More AoE, very fast attacks. So that's 3 upgrades. Or 2 base upgrades, then 1 decision. So basically, I mean, you can upgrade 2, then you have 2 choices. And then after you're done with these choices, you can still upgrade further, which is 3 times here and 3 times here. You add those together, that's 6 upgrades. That's 10 upgrades per tower. And you add another 6 in for the other type. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, you can do so much with this. You can upgrade this so much. And this is all spending money. Okay. Did I just get all my money back from this? 100% because I started. That's a good system. Oh, sell 30. Thank you very much. Barracks have even more upgrade. Yeah, barracks. right? You can go here, you level up, and then you have... No, they have the... yeah, they do. Like this, right? There's so many different types of upgrades that you can go for. They're just... and it's all about part of the economy, right? When do you pick these upgrades? That's why this is fun. Because you need to manage your economy and when to buy which upgrade. That's why. And I have 4 choices. At the moment, because of this system, because I don't spend money on the items. I did spend money on the items before. They cost money. Now they don't. Now I have no more upgrade possibilities other than the abilities. Why do I have to make such a special TD tower defense game, man? Why did I just copy with tower defense game? Make tangies more expensive. That's not the solution. Bro, guys, upgrades are fun in tower defense games. You want to create that one hero that obliterates the entire map. You can always add more. Yeah, but that's boring. In my opinion. That's boring. And also, I cannot create that many abilities, bro. Like, if you compare this, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would be 12 abilities per tower. 12 different skills, okay? Skills, abilities. To give you an idea of how much work that is comparatively, right? Where's Steam? If we go back to Kingdom Rush, which is a better game than I have. Per tower, they have 1 ability, which is their base attack. I hate this map, man. I'm gonna beat it at some point. They have 1 ability. Here it's just attacking. Attacking, attacking, attacking. And then they have imbuing the attack, which is basically just add a poison effect to the attack. And this is 1 ability. So 1 tower is an attack and 1 ability. At least this one. The next tower here is 1 ability. The units here that stand there and just attack. Upgrade, upgrade, just beefing them up. Different types of attacks. And then 1, 2, 3 abilities. Guys, I have 12. And let's say, okay, well, this is 3 abilities, right? And then the melee tower can have 5 abilities. It's 5 abilities. This, I don't count this as an ability because it's just more armor. Just giving them high armor rating, that's it. Yeah, their abilities are better. What I'm trying to say here is that I have so much work put into the tower that is not used. You could make players buy the levels of the skills. Man. Are you making good progress, sir? Well, at the moment we are kind of stuck. Bloons has many abilities. Yes and no. Problem is that some of the skill trees happens instantly, like the small stats, while the big ones are you gotta buy them. This makes it confusing. Bloons. Bloons has per hero usually 1 or 2 attack patterns. First unlock is free. This guy just attacks. Still just an attack, but now the ability changes. This is like, I would call this an ability. Did I just lose money? Is Bloons not giving me for the money back? He's not. Still one ability. This is just 3 darts. Super Fan Monkey Club, that's another ability. I mean, I can look at the upgrades. 1 ability, 2 abilities. Crits, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a crit chance. I wouldn't really call this an ability, but it does feel different, right? It's more damage. And it's like 2 or 3 abilities on this, I would say. Depending on how you want to see it, maybe 4. I have 12 per hero, guys. That's the issue. 12 per hero. The work I put in here is just... But you have less heroes. I know. What about the enhanced right side? Being able to see camo balloons? I wouldn't call this an ability, more like an effect. Or it's basically like a boolean set to true. I have the same thing in the game. An item can allow me to see ghosts and attack ghosts. So it's literally, I don't really, like, my basic attack does not change. I can just attack a certain type of unit now. But it's not like instead of shooting an arrow, I now throw bombs. I would consider a new ability a different way of attacking. What do you not like about your system? Too much work for too little synergy and outcome, I think. I like the fact that I have different abilities to test out on the units. That feels great. But right now, there's no real incentive to choose one ability over the other and create a different playstyle. Maybe there is. I'm not seeing that yet. There's no clear separation defined. This is damage, this is damage. This is, I mean, this one is. This one can hit flying units. This one too. So there is some. That makes these two more interesting than the rest. And then some buffs here for other units around itself. Knockback is also interesting. But it's all in one unit. Yeah, the units keep the same basic attack, but the abilities change the way it functions, yeah. Changes. Drop the abilities. The moment I drop the abilities, I don't spend money. I don't spend this anymore. Tower defense game is about spending your money. Now I don't have a tower defense game anymore. Cakez, are you really comparing your game to Bloons and Kingdom Rush? Shouldn't you focus on building something unique? True. Spend money when combining items. It costs money to combine items. Of course, my wife calls. I told her 6 p.m. It's 5 p.m. It costs money to reroll items. It does cost, but not the same currency. You mean I could spend this currency to reroll items? Let's say I drop a chest. And then instead of spending the gold, I spend the oranges to reroll the items. Spend money to... No, I don't want that. I think that's bad design. Should be oranges. Yeah, we can make it oranges. Why are you calling me? I said 6 p.m. I'm thinking right now, man. I don't have time. What? Fine, I'm back. Goodness. All right, so, okay, change it to oranges, fine. That creates an incentive to spend money. And I guess I'll just communicate the skills, the abilities, the same way I did before. I'm not gonna change it, guys. Each tower has 3 active abilities. Oh, just remove the active abilities from 4 to 3. I think that's a good idea, man. I think 4 active abilities is too much. 3 would be better. I would literally remove... Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think it would be... It's too much work to have 4. And then I can have some keystones that fundamentally change the way a tower works. Like something like Deadly Ignition, right? Where you activate the keystone on the skill tree, and every time you burn an enemy, they take 100% more damage. Or they take more damage from attacks, but they run twice as fast. Just got Zelda ad in Italian. By the way, Cakez, the chest menu with all the random items dropping from the above was quite laggy when I tested it on my shitty laptop. Are you drawing each item individually? Yeah. What engine are you using? My own. No, guys, thank you very much for talking with me about this, and and trying to help me out here, because it is really difficult for me. I have to say, it is really hard to like make this all fit to into one piece, if that makes sense. Maybe lean into the golden triangle of healer, tank, DPS even more. It's fun to throw ideas knowing he won't have to implement them. We won't have to implement them. You're chatting. Yeah. You want to get timed out again? Stop. You've been on a roll lately, okay? I don't have time to... whatever that's called in English. I mean, fine. I will turn this into an ice shot. Ice blast. Or something. Instead of piercing shot. And it will pierce all targets. In a straight line. Piercing shot will get reworked. Because... yeah. Or... Who is he? Have 3 abilities per roll. Make it possible to pick any 3. That is 27 unique combos. So what you're saying is... In... Let me see here. 4, 4, 1. Shit. I think I need to make it 8. You know why? Because then I can show 2 rows of 4 in this menu. And you could choose whichever one you want. Or I still have it tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. But then what you're saying is 27 combos, right? But let's see, wait. The way this works is like this. I have 3 choices, then times 3 choices, times 3 choices. No, actually you're right. You don't need tier 4. No, we're not gonna have tier 4. We have 3 choices for abilities here. That gives us more space at the bottom. And then in the skill tree, I only go up until tier 3. The second ability opens up at level 7. Maybe. Depending on how many skills you spend. And then the third ability opens up at level 15. Is that too late? Maybe that's too late. Maybe 5 and 10. I mean, it does take a lot of time in Bloons to reach the last part too. So it's gotta be some more investment. Yeah, 9 abilities. But what I'm trying to say here is you can never mix this ability with this ability, because then that would be... It's like... I think that would be 9 times 9 times 9, right? 9 choices times 8 choices times... That would be 500 combinations. That would be too many, I think. Yeah. I thought Cake's problem was how much money you can spend, not how much combinations there are. Just allowed to buy anything in any order? I don't know. The UI for that would be this, man. It would be 3 rows of abilities here in this menu. This, like, all of these abilities would show up here. The way you're describing your game seems more like you should have a unique hero rather than be enabled to buy however many units you want. But I don't know. No? Yeah, I know what you mean. But no, because the combinations that you can individualize the units depending on how you combine the different abilities together with the items. And so the synergy is created from just allow buying anything, only unlock once. How to begin in game dev with C++. You pick a game that you want to make, you download SDL2 or 3 or Raylib, and you Google how to open a window, you Google how to do inputs, and then you Google how to draw a quad in Raylib or whatever, or in SDL, and then you try to make that quad move, and that's your first day. And then the next day, it is up to you what you want to do. You just make a game. You can make Pong with this, for example. Should take you like a couple of days to get Pong going. Have one unique hero plus the units would be cool though. I will have that actually. I will probably have a princess, like a real human princess that will use these abilities, the active abilities. But not now, because she will just be animated here and do mostly nothing. Maybe she can move. It will take you a month if you're new, if not more. Sure, a couple of days. I mean, yeah, sure. If you're new, it will take you probably a month. That's true. Yeah. Jiggle physics. Yeah, I think we are getting on the right path here, guys. I really appreciate the help from you, everyone. I really appreciate that a lot. We're only gonna do tier 1, tier 3, so that means I'm gonna remove the arrow rain or put it somewhere else. I feel like arrow rain doesn't fit together with the physical abilities if I go. Or I put one physical path, one fire path, and then the ice path, I don't know. Then I can expand the skill tree a little bit. Don't need ice on ranger, ice is for mage. Sure, I can remove the ice, but I have ice shot. And the ice trap is really cool too. I mean, the ice trap could be on the mage, you're right. I could put this on the mage actually. That can be on the mage, and then the ice shot. Nobody used those. Yeah, you're right. And then the physical path, poison path, and fire path. Okay. Do we keep the upgrade menu then? We have all of the abilities, and purchasing 1, 2, 3 costs money. And then the items do the rest that you find. Maybe one with a focus on flat out damage. The other one dot poison, and the third one what? Somewhat of a support life. It marks the enemies. Ooh, cool idea. 20% extra damage. That's a cool idea, man. Yeah, right now what I have as an issue is that there's no predefined role, if that makes sense. So, for example, the abilities. I don't see how the skill tree improves the design. You just limit what the player can do. In Bloons TD, you can gain experience that unlocks everything. You can just launch into the level with the wrong skill tree selection and just die. I don't think that's bad design, sorry. Because you can respec the skill tree at any time. Marked is like the most typical thing in games. Like every game has some sort of mark. But I'll think about that. That's the skill tree design has been all over the place. I have just implemented cool abilities that I thought would be fun to implement. For example, razor leaves. Just happened to implement that because I thought it was cool. Transfer skills to items that can be found crafted and develop heroes to enhance effects. Combine them in combos. Depending on what items you get, you will build your skill tree differently. But you cannot build the skill tree differently in the level. The skill tree is fixed before you go into the level. And leveling up during the level from level 1 every time is tedious. Why? Because you open up the skill tree a gazillion times. It becomes a skill tree simulator rather than like an actual tower defense game. The items is fine, the chest is fine, because it's fast, but the skill tree is a lot more... This is something that needs to stay. That is supposed to be meta progression. Bloons has exactly the same system. Without the small passive nodes in between. And so I know that some people will not like the skill tree, but the people that like Path of Exile and like to create different types of builds will like this. Because it does ramp up. Unlock fire abilities, load into the level. On wave 10 and he dies. I'm forced to quit to the menu. No. Because you have the mage and the mage has ice. You're wrong. You put the mage at the end with ice trap. Sorry. But that's why you have different skill trees, not one. And let's say fire doesn't work on one enemy. You have lighting on the healer. And let's say fire doesn't work, you have physical damage on the defender. So I just disagree, sorry. I apologize, but that just doesn't make any sense. That assumption means that I can only place the ranger and I can only do fire abilities. That's a skill issue on my part. I think so too, yeah. It's like saying I build an ice build in Path of Exile. Now I have to face an ice enemy and I don't do any damage. Yeah, that's a problem in these games, but that doesn't mean these games are bad. That's fine if the full skill tree can be unlocked. I don't think I'm going to allow you to unlock the full skill tree, but what I am going to allow is that I'm going to section the skill tree in disconnected parts or make it so that you can jump from the top lane to the middle lane and down. Or I'm going to completely disconnect this, and the moment you spend 5 points in the first part, you can start spending 5 points in the next part, and then you can start spending 5 points in this part. So like you could jump. But the skill tree design will change based on the feedback, and I'm aware of the different types of feedback I've gotten. Yeah. But let me write down Supercool's text here. That's good. Like, I think the reason why it's good for me to talk now and so in such a great detail is because I'll be gone for a week and I'll be able to test out the different stuff to see what works and what doesn't. Hopefully somewhat uninterrupted. And so the more I write down, the more I, get feedback on the system. And the reason why I'm listening so much to chat right now, guys, is the following. Mostly all of you have played the game. And so now you know what you are talking about, while before you didn't play. The player needs to go to the menu to change the skill tree every time you try a different build in a game. Yeah, but there's no other way to do that, sorry. If you want to change your skill tree, you go to the skill tree and you change it. And maybe you are just not the target audience then. Because that's just the basic, that's just normal. And I don't think there's any other way that I could, no, like... No, like, that's fine, right? But I can't make it fit for everyone, and I should not listening to everything. There are some good pieces that you're talking about, Zakaza, but this, no. What I mean is I cannot have... You can, yes, you will. But you might not be able to get... You might not be able to get the fire archer, poison archer, and physical archer. Might. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not to that point yet. Right now, there's no limit on the level, so you can get the entire skill tree if you want to. Right now, we are not there yet. Right? Could we, in theory, have different saves too, so we could have different builds and saves? Not right now, man. This is... The core gameplay loop is the most important thing, and unless that is done, and I have figured out like a system that keeps people really engaged and they love it, there's no point in creating multiple saves. Nobody else understands what I mean? No, what you're saying is this, I think, right? Wait. You mean this? Fully unlocked? And then I can decide, okay. Let me get some money. I think he means that, yeah. I'm gonna go with fire guy here. Array full, why? Because one ability is wrong, of course. One ability... Give me a sec. Of course. Let me see here. Which one is it? Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 0. Tier 0, Tier 0, Tier 0. It's Tier 2, Tier 3. I think that was... Oh god, I have to get all of these again. And yeah, you guys, I can spend money to empower the abilities once they are trained too, right? That allows me to change the ability or spend more money on the abilities as well. Okay. Let me see. Please tell me that this works now. Okay, I don't want to have to do this again. Please, game. Okay. Okay, so that does work. So what you're saying is you want to have a fire archer and you want to have an ice archer. Yes, you can. Did you fix a bug when you right-click on the previously unlocked skills? Yes, Latrome, I fixed that in town. There was actually a bug. Thank you for reporting that. I can get... Now this guy is the ice guy. This guy is the fire guy. That's possible, yeah. And being able to unlock the entire skill tree is possible. With limit, yeah, right now not. I said that we are not there yet. I don't know yet. I don't know. It depends. I'm not... The thing is, that is like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months into the future. I don't know that, guys. Right now you can. And I said that maybe I'm going to limit the amount of skill points you can get to 40. Let's say... Okay. Let's say... Set hero level 40. Okay? We only have 40 points to spend. I can still get, I think, all the abilities, but not all the subnodes. Let me see here. Yeah, I could still get all abilities, just not as powerful. And even level 30 would work, but I can't get the entire skill tree. And I think that's fine. If you want all abilities, you will be able to get them, but you won't be able to get all the subnodes. I think that's totally okay. And I think it's even fine if you have to respec to try out a different path, because that's why games are fun. You can become the powerful god, but in different ways. You don't have to go one way. And respecking is cool too, trying out different things, but not being able to get everything. Because the moment you get everything, it gets boring. That's why cheats make games boring at some point. And so yeah, I think this is fine. And then we can make it so that leveling up the units, leveling up the skills can be put on with money here, but we'll see. But yeah, this guy's using ice traps here. This guy's shooting this guy, this stuff. I think that's fine. Goodness. See if you can win this round with full upgrades. Sure. That feels good. Only with 2 units? Or am I allowed to get more units? Not the round, the level? Yeah. But am I allowed to use items or not? Like, for example, can I just put this item on this guy? Because that makes this guy more powerful. Now he places 2 of these, right? Goodness. I think that's fine, man. Like, it ramps up. Oh, yeah, I can make this guy get the item too. Of course, I forgot. I get better items during the level, yeah. When dropping chests. But I think I just let one past. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. Please stop. Please stop. Goodness. It's close, I gotta say. Oh, shit. How did that happen? No, I'm not ready. I'm just gonna place one here, okay? I didn't get any items, man. I'm dead. It's over. I mean, he does take quite a lot of damage. Oh, wow. He's frozen too. Kill him! Oh, no! Come on! Yeah, I mean, he loses. But yeah, it's close. I mean, with basic weapons... One more hit and you are dead. Yeah. I think that's fine, man. I'm sorry. I think maybe you're just not the target audience. But if I play this, and I try to be critical of my game all the time, I'm having fun. I'm just not communicating the upgrade system well enough to the player, especially the skill tree. So yeah, what you guys are saying is I should just show all the abilities and allow mixing, matching them all together. Guys, mix and match all skills together, or tier 1, choose one, tier 2, choose one, tier 3, choose one. Allow one from each tier. What do you guys think? Mix and match should only be in late game? You think mix and match? So I could get this, this, and this. One from each tier seems less overwhelming. Yeah, I appreciate it. It is overwhelming if you give the player too much choice, guys. That is true. You have to mix and match as they are global, so you have different units on the field. Yeah, you have the same price for each abilities in the tier. So the first one is gonna cost 80. Second one is gonna cost 220. And the third one is 640 for now. And then when I drop a chest, let's drop a chest. Of course, I don't know why. When I drop a chest, instead of using the gold, we can use the oranges to reroll, and it's gonna be 120. And when I reroll once, the cost increases. So I can reroll more than once, but it increases every time. And then I can have meta progression to decrease the cost of rerolling. Yeah, reaching one from a tier. Reaching level 30 allows me to pick tier 3. Yeah, or level 30 is too high, but yeah, level 10 is what I thought. Level 5 tier 2 might be too early. Level 7 tier 2, level 15 tier 3. I was only against locking the player out of all abilities. If after 10 levels you can unlock each major ability, it's good. Yeah, 10 or 15. I think 15 is better. Because I don't want to give it too easy. I'm just like that. Let me see here. Whatever level it is, yeah. Let me see. I can do this right now. I gotta have 420, guys. I gotta have 420. I'm gonna make it oranges, not gold, just now, yeah. Guys, any cool numbers that we can go for? What should be after 680? Maybe it should be 690. Any other cool numbers? 960. Good idea. 666. 911. I can't do that. 1337. Okay. Any other troll numbers? 1240. What does 1240 stand for? Productivity will spike if Cakez is on vacation. Yeah, probably. 80? Oh, wait, no, we start with 120. 720p. 1984. What does 1984 stand for? What was then? What was then? What happened in 1984? Let me see. I'm gonna Google that off stream. What happened in 1984? Clockwise from top left, the civil unrest movement demands direct presidential elections. Indian Prime Minister is assassin. Oh god. Beginning of... oh goodness. Okay. What are major events? Band-Aid. The UK miner strike. Okay, it looks... wasn't that great, huh? 1984 is a book. I say, okay, 1984. Is like 1984, could that be like political? Because I don't want to get into politics in my game. I don't care. I just want to have fun numbers. Funny numbers. That's not political? No? Okay. 2025, because that's the current year. It's very political. It is. Then I don't do that. So I'm just gonna do 166. I gotta keep going because you could have quite a few oranges. gonna ramp up. Let me see. 4048. 56 times. Wait. 2 to the power of 2. No, not like that. 2 to the power of 10. 2 to the power of 14. Divided by 2. Divided by 2. 4096. Times 2. 8192. It's gonna be about coding, guys. 1600, 384. Should we do one more time? 32,768. No one's gonna get that high, and then I'm gonna do 99999. After that. No one's gonna get that. No way. No one's gonna be that stupid. What do you mean you could have lots of oranges? We're living in a tangy poverty. This doesn't make any sense. 9999. True. Okay. And then we just do we always do that. We don't check if the reroll count is less than 1. We always reroll. And now obviously it needs to look at not the level state gold, but the oranges. And then we remove from the oranges. Reroll count plus plus. Good. Let's see. Yeah. The text needs to be a bit further down, but otherwise looking good. What is the array for? The cost. So if I reroll an item that I don't like, it's gonna increase the cost to reroll again. Oh, I got a better item now. Actually good. Very nice. Didn't think I would get a better item actually. Goodness, this guy is losing. Oof. Price for the game in dollars here. Well. Poison Cloud works very well with the defender because they all pile up here and they take damage from Poison Cloud. And now I can put this guy, this item on here, on this guy. He got more powerful. Cool. Not bad. That creates an incentive to buy oranges. To spend oranges. And now I spent oranges on items again. And so now I'm spending up money on upgrades again. Which brings us back to a tower defense game. And that's great. So for example, let's say I don't like this item. Actually, that's a perfect item for me. This is a perfect item. Why? It makes my guy insanely powerful. I pick this. I merge these two together. And now he has Gladius. Gladius is weak. He should have plus 15 damage. Merging is fun, yeah. Let's give it 20 physical base damage. Can we merge tangerines? No. Physical damage. Damn, this guy's strong now. Holy. Let's give him this too. Even could get this one here too. I have enough money. But I'm gonna get another one of these. Oh, look at the guy. He's mowing them down now. God damn. 70 damage, hitting 3 targets. Yeah, I need to create base equipment that drops too. Like a base ring, base shield, a base armor piece. It is definitely getting better. And then about the thing, I'm gonna communicate the skill tree in a better way. And I'm gonna keep this menu fairly slim. Let's say that. I'll make improvements to the menu, but I think we have gotten to a point where... Uh-oh. No! I wasn't paying attention! I have enough money though, it's fine. Bro, stop. Can you stop, please? Bro. Oof. Stop, please. Kill him. Good. She doesn't have field yet. Good. Man, this guy's weak. He doesn't have any defense. Yeah, so basically create more low-level items that can drop other than just the weapons. So they also get defensive items. I can now spend money on re-rolling items. I think we've got something here, yeah. No, this item is this thing. I think this is good. And then making this menu larger would be an upgrade. Okay. I'm gonna remove this to the bottom. I'm gonna put this on the mage. Actually, I'm gonna put that here. Right now. Let's add a new one. Also put the grid here for now. I'll update the grid to space this out a bit more. There we go, and then make this one be a ability, and we choose the... Which one is it? Here. That's tier 2. And now the mage has ice trap. I know I need to change these chill effects like 10% here. Might as well save that right now, so I don't have to do that again. I've gotten like so many screenshots from you guys with this. I know about it. Let's fix that like that. Boom. Cool. Chill effect. Cold damage. Freeze duration. Cooldown. Freeze chance. Freeze duration. Area of effect. Consider hiding details under the button. I got scared first time I saw it. Yeah, it is though. Though people like seeing this immediately. Most people wanted to see the stats. Guys, turn on by default stats on or off by default. People who play for the first time. On or off by default. Ask those who play for the first time. You're right, you're right. Could do that too. Not hardcore giga chats. Okay, let's change. We're gonna put that here. I'm gonna put that here. And then piercing shot is gonna be like a really crazy good arrow. It does armor piercing. I'm gonna put this here. So this will be at the bottom. Then the explosive arrow. It's a little bit too OP, to be honest, to be put at the as the first ability, I think. What do you think is best, Cakes? I think the less I draw, the less text, the better. The more, what I think is the more intuitive something is, the better. But I don't know if it is more intuitive with stats or not. Because I know the game, and so I know when I see, let's say, an item. I know what it does. If it says +5 physical damage, I know what happens. I don't need the stats. I know this is +5 physical damage. I put it on the guy here. And I even know the resulting item. I don't have to think. I want details on games too, but only after I played for more than 10 hours. Damn, like AQ is like a monster. What the hell? Fully SimD instructions, frustrum culling. Bruh, what's going on there? What's this Giga shit doing? That's crazy. Holy. You get stuff done when you watch Cakez? Probably not. Most people won't get stuff done. Guys, new video out. This looks too good. New video out. I'll try to get the other videos out before. I'll try to get the other videos out before I go on vacation, but I don't know if I can. This one is bad. Let's delete that. Wait a minute. Which one is published? This one. Delete this one, please. Yes. Anyways. Okay. I know what to do. Guys. If you want to watch it. Yeah, I did not get much done today, but I think it's important to take a step back and think about your design before you just go blindly into something. So I will think about this some more. I've gotten a lot of good feedback from you guys. Thank you very much. I will keep the items on the unit, like dragging the items on the units here, and then I will use this menu to upgrade the skills. It's just gonna be 2 menus. And then I don't know about the preview of the items. Not sure yet. Like when I have a preview, I don't know if I should put this preview here or just keep it here. This looks nice, but I feel like it's duplicated. It's duplicating the same thing. Why would I keep this here when it's already here? This doesn't add anything. And since this is in the middle now, it is easier to see the menu. I will remove it most likely. The preview is only nice if you can change stuff right there. Yeah, but the way you're gonna add items is by putting them on the unit, not on the menu. The menu does nothing. It's literally just cluttering the screen. It was a nice idea. Took some time to make, but it is useless. Because without the menu, it's still gonna function the same. You're doing it on the unit, not on the menu. The unit will be as a preview when I have nothing selected, yeah. That's a good idea. That's an actual good idea, yeah. I'm hovering over a unit and it shows the menu. And the moment I go off it, yeah. That's a really good idea, yeah. Thanks.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Cell Chelsea Shore just subscribed.
My man, Cell Chelsea Shore. Hope you're doing good, bro. 3 years. Wow, what a long time. What a big supporter from the very beginning almost. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it. Have a limited filtered set of items, like clicking a sword would show the swords you have available to you instead of that box drawn at down at the bottom. Now I want it to be like an inventory. What's the biggest advantage of using C++ to create the game? You can use it in your CV that you have knowledge in C++. if your incentive is to make, or if your goal is to make a game, there are many ways to do it. And C++ is just one way. Anyways, guys, I'm good for now. I'm exhausted, had a rough day on work, so I'll you know, relax. And I also have to drive to Dortmund right now to pick up a car for Friday. So that's gonna suck, but it is how it is. I will be most likely online tomorrow. Most likely. And I will try to do all of the changes. About the playtest, I don't know when I will make it private. I have mostly gotten all the feedback that I needed.
No.
Secret underscore
So,
Google
we'll see.
underscore spy just subscribe.
Thank you, Secret Google Spy. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Thank you so much for the support. And so that you guys don't get bored, I'll try to upload some of the YouTube reactions before I leave. So you have like one video a day. That would be nice. Have a nice vacation. We'll probably miss tomorrow if you don't go very long. Yeah, most likely I won't go very long tomorrow. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.